Hello and welcome to the inn. I'll be with you in just a moment. Oh, are you here with those high-profile clients? Well then let me take your orders and get you up to speed. Last time, Robert and Katrina left Galen alone with his research while they went to investigate the warehouse. On the way there, they stopped an altercation between a drunken sailor, Justina, and Father Udgren. They sent Father Udgren back to the ship to cool off. They picked the lock on the dark warehouse, and Katrina's dog Odin ran inside suddenly. They followed despite not having a light source, and quickly became separated. Katrina found an unconscious Odin, while Robert suffered a vision in which the warehouse flooded and he nearly drowned. Zacharias discovered them poking around and escorted them outside before they could find any other clues. Back at the inn, Galen learned how to banish mermaids with pure steel. The pirate captain Frida visited him with a meal from the Admondsons. The two struck a deal, and Frida warned him that the meal was poisoned and that the godmother had paid her to capture Galen. Instead, she agreed to help him escape and send her steel rapier to his ship. Meanwhile, Constance sailed to Graveyard Isle to visit with the old drunk Orvar. Orvar shared his plan to kill Zacharias, whom he knows is a sea child found by Abela. He accused the Admondsons of sacrificing people to a creature each new moon in exchange for prosperity. Constance hesitantly agreed to help Orvar, and he agreed to take her to the secret island where the sacrificial ritual happens. After sailing for several hours, Constance spotted a fantastical glowing city beneath the waves. The magical beauty nearly enchanted her, but she resisted its draw. Orvar, thinking she was stunned, tried to capture Constance and use her as a sacrifice to the creature. But Constance drew upon her amulet once again and blasted Orvar off the ship with deadly fire. Now she finds herself in uncharted waters on a burning ship. And this is where the story continues. All right, good evening, fellow geeks. Welcome to this week's episode of Vaesen. Quite possibly the last episode. We're going to find out tonight. But before we get into that, let's introduce the awesome players that we have with us this evening. We're going to go ahead. We'll start with Bill. Tell us about yourself, where you can be found on the internet, and tell us about your character.
I'm Bill. I'm a podcaster. You can check out Escape This Podcast and Solve This Murder if you want to check out fun things I do and you like puzzles and murder mysteries and fun things like that. I'm playing Galen Fushkera, who started his life as Johan Bostrom, but had to give his name to a ghost girl. It's all a big thing. If you haven't watched those early episodes, go back and watch me give my name to a ghost. It's a bit. Sad fact about Galen this week. I'm sure it's been explicitly stated at some point, but mostly it's just been said through context. Galen is a gay man, but he's a gay man who lives in Sweden in the mid 1800s in an incredibly Christian Like, if people knew he was a gay man, as we've figured out, he would be accused of devil worship and trying to kill everybody, and they'd send the society after him. It's a terrible thing. But Galen had a long-term. He's had one major long-term relationship, but that was with a man called Gregor, who turned out to be a shape-shifting Vaesen who attacked him and tried to destroy his home after living together for 20 years. It was a whole big thing, which kind of ruined Galen's trust in every other relationship he's had after. So Galen has not had a major relationship since then. Robert knows about Gregor, and everyone except for Constance now knows everything about Gregor. But Constance did her own research. But since that time, Galen's had one other semi-long-term relationship he's just getting into now, with another fairly wealthy member of the Swedish royal court. But here's a sad fact. That person has just been sent away after someone discovered the relationship and has been sent off to live in England. And Galen's not going to England ever again. He does not like it there. It's wet all the time. Nobody speaks Swedish. It's ridiculous. So he's not going to go to England. And that's the last relationship. And canonically, the last relationship Galen will ever have, because he'll die in exactly 4 years of tuberculosis. This is my sad Galen. I hope you're all
real sad in all kinds of ways. Fantastic. Well, thanks for that, Bill. Moving on to Em. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you and about
Oh
Katrina?
no, that's hard to follow up.
How will
Okay.
Katrina die?
So Katrina's sad fact for today is she's talked very, very little about her past war buddies. There's not a whole lot known about it. Something that she might have opened up once about over many, many cups of coffee is that one of her very last battles, she had promised with her men that they were going to make it through and everything was going to be okay, even though it looked like a really hard battle. They had plans in place, they had all kinds of things. But when they woke up and saddled up and marched, they found the other army dead. And they were like really shocked and kind of weirded out until those same warriors rose back up from the ground and started just running at her men at a freakish speed and just tore them apart in front of her. And a lot of that was covered up because nobody could really explain how almost a full battalion could get lost to nobody, and why they were injured in such ways. And it was a really, really hard time for her. And that memory still haunts her in the late hours. And as for the way that Katrina will die,
Yeah, how does Katrina die?
it's going to be full of regret that she never made things right with Connie.
Oh, sad.
Because they've never talked about that angry moment in the forest where Constance told her her name was Constance, not Connie. And she pulled back and held herself together and built that wall. And they've never torn it back down.
Well, they don't have much time because Constance is going to get killed by a fish.
Yeah, exactly.
This session.
Bill, don't spoil my fact.
And that's my sad fact.
What is segue into Connie / Tori? Tori, why don't you go ahead and tell us about yourself, tell us about your character.
Yes, hello, I'm Tori Fika. I am part of Level 1 Geek, and I have been playing Constance Doyle, as everyone has noted. Also, shout out to my sister and my mom in chat. Well, my sister's account, but my mom is
Hello,
watching with my
sister and mom.
sister.
Oh, welcome to the sad stream, everybody.
Yeah, the sad stream.
You should have heard all the great fun facts of all the previous streams. There was funny and cool and had insights into Swedish history. No, not this time.
Not tonight, no. Constance is the investigator, the private investigator of this group, and is currently in pretty dire straits. My sad fact today is that besides just the fact that she is in dire straits, anyone who's been following the series has probably heard me mention her late brother Daniel before a time or two, and also anyone who's been following along probably has noticed that Constance has a bit of a reckless streak and is generally kind of action first, think about consequences later. And she didn't always used to be like that, but her brother Daniel died young in a fire, in just like a structure fire. And he was always the adventurous one who had, great big plans. He talked big about all the amazing things he was going to do. And then he he was lost before he got to do any of that. And when that happened, Constance sort of adopted his adventurous attitude and became a bit of a daredevil, not only to live more fully because he didn't get that chance, but also because she kind of thought maybe she would die quicker that way if she were living in the face of danger. However, it's only been recently that she has, well, I mean, extra recently, because obviously she's out in the middle of the ocean with a strange man, or was now on a burning boat. But she recently has been reconsidering this approach to life, as she feels like she's found a bit of a new family with Galen and Robert and Katrina. So we'll see if she, and as far as how Constance will die, I don't know. Maybe she'll die drowning in the middle of the ocean, or maybe she'll die getting eaten by a mermaid's pet kraken, or maybe she'll die getting sacrificed to said mermaids, or maybe she'll live another great many years because her friends will rescue her and everything will be grand. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that up to tonight's session, I guess. The end.
Fantastic.
Snap.
And sad. We're just on a sad train tonight.
Yes, let's go.
Let's keep that going, Matt. You're up. Tell us
Great.
about you. Tell us about Robert.
I don't know. Robert
So-
always seems to have sad facts. Can you give us a really lightweight,
That's true.
very happy
Yes.
fact?
Yeah, balance us
Yes.
out, Matt.
Oh yeah, we'll see. I guess what I've been thinking of will be either happy or sad, but it depends on how the session goes. But I'll start with the how Robert is gonna die.
Yeah, good.
So-
That's what we need.
Yes.
Robert plans to fight like destructive Vaesen until the end of his days to solve these problems. He's already got a cape, so maybe he'll adopt a mask, some persona, and he'll just fight Vaesen until, everything's all over and done with. Now, here's the part that's up in the air, because Robert is actually very excited to see Constance again. He's very excited because he wants to tell her how effective the lockpicks were, and to thank her with a bottle of wine for her friendship, because he considers her to be a friend, and he's never really said that before. So, I guess we'll see if that's happy or sad.
Yeah, when Constance is like, "I'm not your friend, Robert. Get out of here. We're colleagues and nothing more. I hate you."
Kind of like Galen did to Constance. We're throwing that around, Bill.
Hey, well, you earned it. Robert's done nothing but nice things for everybody.
It's true. Robert has been the one. Robert and Katrina have been ceaselessly kind to everyone. And Constance and Galen are just kind of doing their own thing.
Man, fantastic. There's our amazing group of sad players tonight with their sad facts. I loved all of them. Thank you so much. I am Chase, Game Master for this campaign. My sad fact is, as I already said earlier, this might be our last episode of this series tonight, released the end of the season, to be determined. I've been a fan of letting this series kind of run how it is, so I never know what these crazy adventures are going to do, so it might go 2 sessions, depending on what happens, but start bracing yourselves, because we may wrap it tonight. We'll see how it goes. Also, I want to give a thank you before we jump into things to a few people. I want to thank Katie, who is part of our Level 1 Geek team. She's behind the screen here. She's chatting with you guys in chat under the Level 1 Geek account. She's taking care of chat interactions, and a big thank you to Katie for keeping the wheels turning. I also want to thank Knights of the Steel. If you guys see our awesome character art we have here, that is thanks to them and their app NPC for Hire. You guys can download that for free on the Apple or Android store, and you can download it for free, and you can use some of this awesome character art in your own games. And a big thank you for them letting us use it for our stream. Also, a big thank you to Free League, the creators of this game. These mysteries that we've been doing have been through several of their different books. The one that we're doing now, I'm twisting it quite a bit to fit our group's story, but it is from A Wicked Secret and Other Mysteries. Highly recommend it. It's got 4 excellent mysteries in that book, this one included. So if you guys want to play this on your own, pick up that book. And then also, of course, a big, huge thank you to all of you in chat. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for supporting in any way you can. We always love seeing all of you names. Not I want to say faces, but names, I guess, around here. Love seeing your names in the chat and the participation. And if you guys are participating, we do have some ways that you guys can interact with the stream. One of them, I'm going to turn off sponsorships for tonight. We're going to still do the sponsors from last session, but since this might be the last episode, there will be no extra sponsorships going forward tonight. But if you guys want to donate with channel points, bits, subscriptions, you guys can pitch in some blessed or cursed dice into the session. You guys can see those pools right here. We've got 4 of each at the moment. Blessed dice are just strictly a help to the players. They can take dice from that pool and add extra dice to their rolls, no strings attached. And the cursed dice are the same thing, except that if they succeed with the cursed dice, I get to add a catch to the success, which might be bad, might be really bad, or might be not so bad. It all depends on what the cursed dice is used on. So it adds some spice to the session for sure.
And if cumulatively you cheer 10,000 bits, you'll cure Galen's tuberculosis and he'll live another 20 years. Canonically, you have the power to save Galen Fisquera. All you need to do is donate 10,000 bits as a group by the end of the stream, and he'll live for a bit longer.
That's fantastic.
Live to 104.
Excellent. So that's how you guys can interact with the stream. So feel free to do that. We love just seeing you chat and hang out though as well. Tell your friends, rally them here to watch this episode tonight. To those of you who are watching this back, not live on YouTube, thanks to all of you as well. We hope you've enjoyed the series. We are putting these videos up every Friday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So aside from the recap we had at the start, if you guys want to catch up on this series, all the episodes should be up for you guys to watch. So go back and watch them, catch up, watch them again if you enjoyed it. Tell your friends if you enjoyed it. We'd love to see some new names around here. I think that's everything in terms of setup. But before we jump back into Galen fleeing on a horse or Constance on a burning ship, let's go ahead and do a flashback. Let's talk about how the sponsors tonight are going to help you on your adventures. Who wants to start with their sponsors tonight?
I've got a fairly simple one.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
do it.
I got 2 sponsorships. I have a free success. Where am I? I've got a free success and a free push. Oh, sorry, if anyone can hear any noise, I'm going to close my window.
You're good.
Couldn't hear anything.
There's a large. Well, I could hear it. It's tears in my ear. But the large truck backs up next to me. I've got a free push and a free success from 2 separate sponsors, the Wolf and from Justin Kapow, and they worked together to give me these sponsorships. The Wolf crafted a very intricate message to be sent to Galen. Post haste. And what's the hastiest way to post a message? You throw it in a cannon and Justin Kapow fires it across the island. So just as I am getting off, I'm just letting myself down the rope out the window, landing by my horse. And Kapow, who somehow always knows where everybody is, it's kind of weird. I suddenly, the in wall in front of me gets dunk as a message fires straight into it, and I pick it up. And it's from the Wolf. And it just says, "They're going to poison your food. They're coming up to your room now. You have to get out." And I'm like, mate, already done it. And that's really where the free push comes. It's a sense of smugness that the free push allows me. Like later on, I'll hit some kind of danger. I'll be like, if I'm smarter than the Wolf when it comes to the plans of these herring mafia, surely I can do this too. And so the message, while not being helpful in the moment, has definitely given me a sense of superiority that will allow Galen to channel his power through the rest of this adventure.
Fantastic. I love it. Justin Kapow must be some kind of sorcerer or Vaesen.
We don't talk about
everybody's always at.
You know how we really wanted the neck in this one and he hasn't popped up yet? I think Justin Kapow is the neck, and he can teleport and be in 100 places at once and plays violin all the time and also has a big cannon.
That's hilarious.
I can go next.
Yeah, take it away.
I also got 2 sponsorships for a free push and a free success from Anthrama and the Wombat. And I don't believe Constance has really interacted with Anthrama before, but Anthrama being kind of a Jack or Jill of all trades and looking for any opportunity to find new work, new clients to help, anything like that. Anthrama has put together just a small, kind of casual little greeting kind of care package type of thing for Constance. Just like, just little snacks, maybe a little bit of water, some supplies, just kind of, your basic like, I heard you were heading out, this might be useful. And with, Anthrama's card, like should their services be required in the future, trying to make a good impression, but this unfortunately didn't reach Constance in time. At least it wouldn't have without help from the wombat, who, as we know, is quite sneaky and crafty and is able to get in and out of places that maybe he shouldn't be able to get in and out of. One of those places being Constance's bags. And so the wombat was able to slide this little care package in there without Constance ever noticing. And so now, as she is out in the middle of the ocean, as we've established, on a burning ship, she's looking around desperately for supplies and things that might be helpful. And she discovers this nice package from Anthrama. I'm sure she'll be able to read the kind handwritten note that accompanies it when she is in a slightly less stressful situation.
Of course.
Excellent. Fantastic.
And I have to step away for 1 second, but I'll be right back.
Yeah, do it. Step away. And Em or Matt, why don't you go ahead and take your sponsors?
I can go.
Go for
So Katrina has been on the boat treating Robert because Robert drank an ocean on land somehow. And she just has like this low feeling of dread in the pit of her stomach. Just something about this job. It doesn't feel like they have the same amount of control that they did on the last 2 jobs with this group. Like everyone, we felt like we knew the plan and the plan was good. And this time it just feels very, everyone's separated. It's very fringe knowledge. And there's no solid battle plan. And because of this, she's just really stressed out. And she is taking her latest update to her manuscript to the wombat so that he can give it a read over. And both the wolf and the wombat are sitting out on the porch, not on the porch, but on the deck of the ship. This is a setting sun. It's absolutely beautiful. And as she passes it over, she mentions this terrible feeling of dread that she has. And as always, they listen to her worries. But she tries to brush it off when the wolf clears his throat. And he looks up at her from where he's sitting and just very calmly says that defeat is a choice. And those who are brave will never make that choice. She pauses and that feeling settles over her. And then the wombat speaks up. He's like, yeah, and if you don't come back, I'm taking credit for your book and the coffee business is mine. So she's motivated with both the stick and the carrot to get out of whatever terrible situation. So she has that free push and that free success from those 2 people.
Fantastic. Love it. Great stuff. Matt, what do you got for your sponsors?
So, first off, I'd like to imagine that from Katrina's story, it's like as the wombat is jumping in, Robert overhears the wolf talk about defeat not being an option, and he's immediately like, "All right, wolf, let's go." And he like goes to he takes the wolf out onto the docks and is like, "Show me everything you know about swimming. I don't want to drown again." And so then the wolf is gonna like maybe like teach him some elements of like when to breathe in and how to slowly let the air out while you're underwater, so you don't like panic or you don't run out of air too quickly or anything like that. That'll be for my free push here, a second chance at not drowning. But then next, I'd like to say that maybe when Robert returns after this swimming lesson from the wolf, he returns to find his room a little bit singed, a little bit scorched. There's a hole in the wall, and he notices that there's a little bit of a note, and it's as he unfurls it, it's written in the same sort of like very beautiful, elegant calligraphy that he's used to. Now, in a second, Bill, if you don't mind, I'll pass it to you because you had such a great idea about the nature of this sponsor. But for Robert, this sponsor, he goes to for those readings, for psychic readings, for readings into the future. Like whenever he would get tarot or any sort of like reading the bones, scrying, or anything like that, for hope for the future. Shellfire, would be able to communicate this to him, usually in a very cryptic message. But essentially this time, much like before, it's just a few words that he can't quite parse out properly right now. I'll say what those few words are when I use that free success, but this contributes to a free success. But Bill Bill knows Shellfire is a competitor of one of our frequent sponsors. So Bill, if you don't mind.
I don't know. Well, with a name like Shellfire, I think we all know what they do. Justin Kapow, not a big fan of Shellfire. Shellfire has created a competitive canon delivery service, but this time, I guess, for tarot readings and future betrayals. In fact, Shellfire started by doing the readings on their own side and then getting them, writing out what they meant, putting into canon and firing it, which is, I'm assuming, is the sort of message Robert has gotten. Very easy. It meant you didn't. It means you don't have to take a cart around and turn up to town and get run out of town because, like, we don't want fortune tellers here. You know, you don't have to deal with all that. You stay in your little hut on the island doing your readings, reading the bones. But also, as a special service, you pack a cannonball with a small animal. And when you fire it and it lands, it splits open. And wherever the bones and entrails lie, you get a little card that tells you how to interpret it yourself. It's a free reading. Do it yourself. Half price. I just fire an animal across the island. It lands, spreads everywhere, and the end. And you can read the entrails like they did in ancient Rome. Like the ancient wisdom of old. You too can read the entrails of this small rat and figure it out yourself. That's it. That's how Shellfire makes a lot of their money. It's a good service.
Shellfire is using the, no publicity is bad publicity kind of approach. There's been a lot of talk due to their methods, both good and bad.
Oh, but the bad talk, who needs it? That helps. Notoriety is good. And if you hit a bird on the way, that's an extra reading. You charge double when it lands.
Oh man.
Oh goodness. Thank you,
Fantastic.
Bill.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the sponsors. We appreciate all your support for helping us do what we love to do. And we're happy to create some NPCs from your names in this little campaign we've done. It's been a fun time. So thanks for your participation. All right. With that done, I think we are ready to jump back into the session. So I think we're gonna. Last time we left off, we left with Constance and her boat on fire in the middle of nowhere by a little tiny island that's not supposed to be there. And we left with Katrina and Robert slightly injured coming back from the warehouse. And we came back from Galen, leaping out a window. Not leaping. I guess you did the whole making a rope with sheets trick, yeah?
Lowering myself via a very stable set of bed sheets.
Yes, descending via bed sheets onto a horse after you're warned that you were supposed to be poisoned. So I think we're gonna jump back to first Galen. Galen, right. You have descended this window onto your horse. What are you doing?
Okay, so I feel like last time I had some plans and I've forgotten entirely what they are. Because I now know that the Herring family, Alba, Harrington, whatever their names are, Amundsen? Were they the Amundsens? We had a deal, and they have broken that deal. They instead want to get me out of the way, to kill me. I don't know why. other than just them being real buttheads. Or maybe they want to sacrifice me. They need some humans to sacrifice to a mermaid. I don't know. But I know that the deal has been broken. So I need to flee. But I also want to take all their herring now because I paid for it. Or I haven't paid for it yet. I was in the process of paying for it, and they've broken the deal. So I feel like at this point, all bets are off. So I think the horse. I'm heading straight back to the ship. I also need to go to the other captain's ship, the red-headed captain. What was her name?
Frida.
I need to take the Frida ship because she has a solid solid steel rapier, which we can use to kill a mermaid. They can only die from pure steel. So we have that on hand. So I'm heading back to our ship first. I'm heading back to the HMS Pinafore. That's what I've named my ship now. I'll be on, and I need to. Like she kind of said, "Oh, I'll let you know." I don't have the time to waste. So I think I'm on the horse, heading straight to the docks to get on our ship, and from there, I'm going to try and find out which one is Frida's ship. We've made the deal. I don't need to stick to her terms of the deal. I'm going to try and get that rapier before things go south.
Okay, fantastic. And as you're on your way, you cross paths with Katrina and Robert. So
Katrina, Robert, what's going on? Quick update. We are at war now with the family of the Amundsons. They tried to have me killed. The deal is off. I cannot speak to your safety. I know where to get. I found out mermaids. We need steel. We need pure steel. I know where to find pure steel. I'm doing this. How are you? Are you okay?
I almost drowned in a warehouse.
How did you drown in a? Why?
The hot brother smells kind of nice.
Oh my God! This breaks the whole thing open. He must be a mermaid or the child of a mermaid. This
I see.
clinches it. Now we know. Okay. Stay away from the nice-smelling hot brother and do not drown. Katrina, are you okay?
Galen, are you all right? What do you mean we're at war? You were attacked?
They gave me poison. I did not eat the poison because I am smart like this. I made an alliance with a red-headed woman who will help us defeat this family. She also does not like them. They want to have us killed. They do not know that I have escaped. And if they see us now, they may just... kill us. I'm sure those two large brothers have been waiting, champing at the bit, ready to stab us with some kind of strange implement, like they have. They also do have guns, so they might shoot us instead. But do not go back to the inn. Be careful.
As you're ranting, you see Zacharias is walking towards all of you very calmly.
Perhaps I speak with him.
You speak with Zacharias. I am returning to the ship unless you need me here. I do not know how much help I can be.
I will catch up with you as soon as possible, but if they're trying to poison you, then I would prefer you be far away from here. Robert, get Galen out of here.
And remember, I believe he is a mermaid. If you do get into some kind of violence, you just should run. He will not die unless you have pure steel, which I do not think you have.
I don't.
Yes, so do not be like, oh, I will kill you, and then he'll be like, I'm still alive, I'm a mermaid, and he'll ring your. Just get away.
Understood.
Okay.
And then I'll turn to face him.
And we shall away to the ship.
Yes, you're riding off to the ship. Okay.
I'm off. I'm head to the ship.
Zacharias, hello.
Yes, is your friend okay?
I do believe so. He just gets excitable and runs off places whenever he has an idea. You understand how it is. Great minds and all of that.
Yes, he looked near frantic. I was a bit concerned. I was just coming over to make sure everything was fine.
Everything.
But my mother didn't scare you off. She can come off a bit aggressive in business deals sometimes.
I have not spoken to your mother, and Galen has not said how that conversation went.
Well, I'm still expecting you at dinner tonight.
That is my plan.
Very good. Well, I'll let you get to whatever your business is then. I just wanted to check in.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Katrina,
Hey, I just wanted to say real quick, I heard a rumor that there is some sort of danger in these waters. There's some beast of some kind?
a beast?
Yes.
Such as a shark?
They seem to think it more mythical than that.
I would recommend not taking too much heart to sailors' talk around here. Sailors are always making up very tall tales of grave and dire things they see in the ocean.
Of course.
I mentioned that some of my family is into marine biology, did I not?
I don't believe you did.
Well, we are. I myself am quite fascinated by it. You see, I have theories that they see grand things out at sea because there are grand things out at sea. But generally, if you respect them, they are harmless. Things such as whales, very large sharks. As long as you give them the respect they deserve, they're of no threat.
Of
And
course.
at one point, a whale that is the size of half the ship passes by enough lips, suddenly it is the size of 10 ships, as is the way that rumors and myths are created.
Fascinating perspective, Zacharias. Well, I will keep an eye out for a half ship-sized whale. Make sure that I don't get flipped anytime soon.
A good idea.
How would I respect a creature if it were to be coming at me?
If a creature is to be coming at you, then you should probably get out of the water. Don't know if you have any business in the ocean without proper training.
Of course.
If myths are what you're interested in, there is an old drunk sailor here who's full of them. His name's Orvar.
He
stops
sounds
by.
like a miserable wretch.
He is, but an interesting one.
Well, I must catch up with Galen and find out what he is so excited about. See you at dinner.
As you were, he'll bow and he's gonna grab your hand to give like a very gentle kiss.
Oh, yeah, it seems rude to not.
Yeah, he smells so nice. He's very polite, very graceful. It's a very proper bow. And then he gives a nod to you as well, Robert. And he'll go about his way, heads back towards the inn.
I'm gonna turn, grab my saber so it doesn't bounce as I run, and run after Galen.
All right. Galen, you are off looking for Frida's ship, correct?
Yeah, so I'll have gone back to our ship, and I think I will have recruited anyone on the we canonically have the wolf and the wombat here. I think I'm just like, look, I know we have had differences in the past. In fact, you know what? I will not even talk to the wombat. Wolf, you come here. I know we have had no differences in the past. I need your help to find. There is a woman here. She has a ship. I do not know. I know her name is Frida. If that is actually the name she gave me, I hope it is real. She has red hair. She is the captain of a vessel somewhere on these docks, and I need your help to find this. And I think the whole crew, whatever skeleton crew we have. I know we don't have many people on the ship. We're trying to find. In fact, the priest is here as well. You, priest, do you know the people who frequent this island? Do you know of a woman named Frida? She has red hair. Have you seen her boat maybe in Fjallbaka, anywhere else?
Excellent. Yeah, and as you're asking around and looking for people, why don't you go ahead and roll me an investigation? I'll give you a bonus dice for having a crew that's helping you ask around.
Lovely. Investigation, 1 bonus die?
Yep, that's correct.
Wonderful. They still give me 5, 6, 7, 8 dice. I got 1 success. It was all the bonus dice.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, so you're asking people around. I mean, it takes a little bit. There's a lot of ships here. This dock is still packed full. But you eventually cross paths with a sailor who says, Frida, that woman cheated me something fierce in a game. That's her boat out there.
Yeah, oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. Together we will get her back. Yes, this is she cheated me too. I know she didn't have that ace. She had it up her sleeve. I'm sure she did the same to you. No woman could beat a man in a card game.
I've lost to many women, but not ones that cheat like her.
Okay, I apologize. I misread perhaps the energy you would have. Good, you have a good opinion. Yes. Okay. Now, thank you for the advice. Go away. And I'll head to the ship that he points out.
So the ship that he pointed at is like back behind a huge queue of ships. It's going to require ship hopping or taking a rowboat out to go get to it.
I do not believe I am this shape to do any ship hopping.
Robert,
Katrina, seems maybe a job for your younger legs.
What is this, agility chase?
If you want to
ship hopping, you got to roll ship hopping. It's a separate.
Yeah, the ship hopping skill. No, it would be it would be agility, not agility. What's stealth? No, it is agility.
You
I was
made me
wrong.
do agility.
It is agility.
When I had to hop back and forth from ships, it was
It
agility.
seems like an agile.
It is
sort of
definitely
maneuver.
agility. For some reason, I doubted myself that was a skill that existed, but it is.
It is.
It's
I
agility.
Let's go.
have okay agility. We could try and make a go of this.
Actually, yeah. What
Yeah.
agility dice do people have?
6.
I've got 7 total.
I've only got 4. You guys can do your thing. Oh, but before you go,
It's too late. I fall into the ocean.
oh no! Oh, and he doesn't know how to swim.
Wait, you have a push. You have a free push.
Oh, that's right. I
Or
have
a free
push.
success.
Because
Wait.
the wolf taught me.
I told you this is the free. You can swim up to the boat.
Yeah, so I will free push that.
Okay.
But quickly, before you
Yes.
go, there is one more thing you must take with you. I have here this bag of coins and gold and money. We are not stealing from this woman. She is a friend of ours now. We are merely accelerating the agreed upon time of exchange. But please take this and put it as to pay for this slight inconvenience. Replace the rapier with this bag of money. And hopefully she
Very
will
well.
understand that we had to change the terms of the deal, if not the nature of the deal itself. Please go.
All right.
Okay. Excellent. So you guys take the coins and you are ship hopping over to that ship out in the middle of the queue of many, many boats. Galen, you're hanging back.
Yeah, I'm hanging at the edge of the dock, waving a handkerchief as they leave.
Excellent. And as you turn, after you wave them off with a handkerchief, you can see off in the distance, heading towards your direction. They don't look like they spotted you yet, but you see Pete and Pace.
All right.
And,
Oh
uh,
no.
We'll
One
go
of
ahead
us
and
should have stayed behind.
we'll go ahead and cut over to Constance.
Pete and Pace.
And let me guess. It's started raining and the waves have come up a little bit. So actually the fire's out and it's pushed me back toward Heart Isle where everyone's super nice and welcoming. And I am
Yeah, welcome to
eating a
Heart
warm
Isle.
bowl of stew.
Close, but actually the sun is beating down on your ship. You still
Sun?
smell the burning
The hot moon.
flesh hitting your
The hot moon.
nostrils. Oh yeah, right. It's nighttime where you're at. Right
Yeah, I
now.
was like, wait, I've been out there
Right.
all night.
No.
The hot moon.
The hot
Well,
moon.
Notably, it seemed to change time faster to you than it should have as you were approaching this area. But yeah,
I
no,
see.
there's
Although
still a
I
glow
do
fire.
see things as if it were day because my eyes are all
Oh.
crazy right now.
Exactly. And yeah, you're seeing super brightly. The sky looks bright, and your ship is burning. There's a big chunk of it taken out. What are you doing? You see this small little island, just maybe like 20 feet by 20 feet, with the little sacrificial hook in the middle. Looks just like a reef.
Oh boy. And he said that it only comes out during the new moon, right? According to Orvar.
He said they sacrifice people on the new moon.
Oh, okay. Not necessarily that it.
And he said that the island's not always there. So
Oh, I never found out how to kill a kraken.
Okay. I want to put out the fire, I guess, unless it seems like unsalvageable. But that's not how it sounds to me. It seems like I could maybe put it out and assess the damage.
yeah,
there.
so you could, with an agility, or it would be an agility or a force. I would let you try to put out
Okay.
this fire. But it is the fire is quickly getting unmanageable on the ship.
Yeah. Okay. I'm bad at both. So I'm going to I'll roll agility. Constance is just like grabbing a bucket and like trying to splash water on the fire as quickly as she can.
Fantastic.
Spilling it all over herself and it's getting everywhere.
The fire is so intensely hot. It feels hotter than a normal fire just burning on a boat should be. And it seems a bit more resistant to water as you're throwing it on there. And in fact, it looks like this ship was covered with some kind of flame retardant, but it's just right through. It's just scorching that ship so quickly. Did you want to push?
Well, I was kind of thinking of maybe using a free success, but it sounds like I might need more than one success.
One success would do it.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna. This is my lowest likelihood, or my lowest skill, so I'm just gonna use the free success and push on something that I might have a chance at succeeding at.
I like it. Okay.
So I'll cash it in. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm scrambling. I'm splashing water on it. It's not working. I'm tearing through my bag. I find Anthrama's beautiful kit, and it actually it has it has one of those, those jars that people put like a baking mix in, like they put
like the
everything you need to
sourdough
like
starter?
bake a dessert. Well, not a sourdough starter, but they put like the flour, and it's cute and layered, and it's like everything you need to make chocolate chip cookies or whatever the dessert is. It's like an adorable mason jar kit, but it's mostly full of flour. And so I just smash that open, and I'm just spreading it all over the fire. I guess flour would be bad. Whatever,
flour
something
would explode.
baking soda.
If it does
Baking
help,
soda.
the first portable fire extinguisher was invented in 1819.
Whoa.
Interesting.
So
That's
if you
so
want an actual fire
early.
extinguisher,
JK, Constance
had
thinks at first
potassium
it is a
solution.
dessert kit because it's so nicely packaged, and then written on there is like experimental fire extinguisher. So she smashes that open and just pours the powder and everything over the fire. Thank you, Anthrama.
You're so welcome. That's what I had thought too. I was like, yeah, experimental fire stopper.
Anthrama is prepared for all situations.
I love it. Yeah, that puts the fire right out. So now you're sitting here. Now you're on a boat. It's no longer on fire. The boat did suffer some damage. There's some very slow leaking happening. You see buckets on the boat that could probably manage it. Doesn't look like it's going to be sinking super fast, but how much does Constance know about sailing?
Could I make a learning check and find out?
Yeah, let's make a learning check and see how well she knows about sailing.
Okay. I don't think I have any gear that would be helpful here. Nope. Learning. I'm gonna use a blessed dice to cancel out my penalty. No.
Dun 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 dun.
I'd like to push it.
Man.
Just die at sea.
No.
Just swim away.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just take the fail. I don't know much about sailing.
Okay.
I mean, I think I have common sense knowledge, but like definitely not knowledge of like the finer workings of a ship and how to repair it and stuff.
So with your initial assessment, I mean, you've been on ships before. You've kind of seen how they operate. Some important pieces seem damaged. You're not sure if you can very efficiently operate this ship. You could try, though it could be risky. So yeah, what are you doing? What's Constance doing out here with a ship that is damaged in the middle of a place where she might not even know exactly where you are?
Yeah. Is there rope on the ship?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you this. I'll cover this later. I have too many things. There's too many things happening in my brain. I will just then try to get the ship over to this spit of land or reef or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And
Kraken.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not. By not saying that, I'm manifesting that it is just a totally normal piece of land in the middle of the ocean. And I'll just try and get over there and like, I guess tie the ship to the hook thing, just so it doesn't float away. Unless there's does there appear to be any sort of docking, okay, yeah. So no, I'll just tie it onto the.
Yeah, you can get onto it easy enough. You can get the ship right up there against it. It's just kind of some strange textured stone, coral type stuff on this island. And that's all that's there. But you're able to get the rope and tie it onto the hook.
Before I step onto this, just as I get closer, could I could I make an investigation test maybe to try and determine if this is natural ground or if there's anything like magical or supernatural about this?
Yeah, you could do.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
my sixth sense.
You want to use your sixth sense talent? Yeah.
Which is only with investigation.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Okay.
There's a little cave you can put your boat into. It's a very large cave. These strange tooth-colored stalagmites and
weird.
stalactites. It's very strange.
I just don't want to end up in like a, Han Solo kind of situation. We park the Millennium Falcon and actually you're in the middle of a worm. You're on the back of a kraken. That kind of thing. I got one success.
One success. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're on this island, right? Getting ready to tie the ship.
I want to examine it visually first before I step onto it. So
Okay.
if I can't determine anything like from that, then yeah, I'll get out and look around.
Okay. Yeah, so you're approaching this island, and as you get close to it, you get a very eerie feeling, like a dread in the center of your chest. And as you look closer at this island, first of all, the fire's gone out, right? There's the moonlight above, which is illuminating some light, but the area got significantly darker when the fire went out. Your eyes are still seeing very well. But it seems like the light is starting to dim around you. And as you approach this, you feel like an encroaching darkness. You can see the beautiful city behind you down below the water. But everything around this island is just dark and feels wrong. As you get closer to it, you almost feel like you can hear some sort of deep breathing. And you don't know if it's a trick of the light or your eyes, but you feel like you can see this island rising and falling with that breathing that you sense. And you feel like you can see some maybe dark figures deep in the water below.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to turn around. Yeah, I'm good.
He said it might have been a trick of the light.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably just a normal island.
I would rather Constance quickly decides she would rather take her chances trying to sail a dilapidated ship than camping out on the back of whatever that thing is. So yeah,
Just
she quickly is like,
turn
nope,
around.
nope. Yeah, and I'm gonna, I guess, I mean, I have binoculars, so I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything else I can see on the horizon, like any other land nearby, like just what direction I might head in.
Okay, I like it. Yeah. Now, as you go to reach for your binoculars, you have felt kind of a strange sensation for a while as this amulet has melded into your hand. When you go to reach for the binoculars, there's a burning pain in the center of your palm. And when you look at your palm, that amulet is no longer there, but there's a tattoo in the center of your palm in the shape of that amulet now.
Does it look like that? Well, I guess it probably looks like all the other tattoos that I've seen.
It does. Yep, right in the center of your
magic
palm.
Powers.
And as you get a good look at it, you realize that your vision fading to darkness wasn't just a feeling of your intuition. Your vision actually seems to be failing you a little bit. The tattoo looks super clear, but everything starts to look dark and your vision seems to get blurry.
Like pass out tunnel vision blurry, or like,
No, like as if
I
you
need glasses. I can't
glasses.
see. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Having a hard time making out details as you look out on the horizon. Everything just looks muddled. And this is going to give you a -2 to your vigilance currently.
Dang. Okay. But I can still use my binoculars.
Yeah, you can still use your binoculars.
All right.
As you look through them, you get a better view of things, but it's still, it doesn't look so good.
Oh, do I need to roll a vigilance?
Roll a vigilance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna use some fancy dice here because I'm taking a hefty penalty. Oh, I need to add my binoculars though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. My binoculars will add 2. So basically cancel out the and I'll use 2 blessed dice.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh, 3 successes.
3 successes.
That's amazing.
Okay. You have the eye drops in as well, right? You use those?
Yes.
Okay.
I would be
Excellent.
dead right now if I hadn't. We wouldn't be having this scene.
Yeah, as you look off with the binoculars, something you notice as you look out over the ocean is that it seems like almost like there's a very subtle whirlpool around this area, and it seems like the moon is actually moving quite quickly to the point where you can almost see it moving in a circular motion. It doesn't feel right. You at first, as you're looking out of the ocean, you feel like your ship is turning, but then you realize it's actually the water kind of swirling around and the moon moving. You can make out the figure of an island way out in the distance, but it's disorienting.
So, does the island sort of like I'm swirling around, so I imagine kind of the eye, like if I keep my eye on the island, it's sort of like
Mhm.
it's like staying still while I'm kind of moving around. Yeah.
And it actually looks like the island is rotating towards you as well. Like that hook is always pointed towards you. Everything is moving in a slightly circular motion.
Okay. Oh, sorry, the island you described it me seeing, that's just the Hook Island?
Yep.
I don't see any other
Oh
land.
no. You see another land mass way off
but
in the
it's
distance.
way off.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else cool I can do with extra successes on vigilance?
That's pretty much what you needed.
Okay. I guess I'll try and head in that direction of the not Hook Island.
Okay.
I don't know what to do, but Constance will give it her best effort.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, I also want to light my hurricane lamp and just sort of like, I don't know exactly how the ship is arranged, but hang it or just have it out, like, so that maybe if someone else were sailing around, they would see a spot of light.
Okay. I like it. Very good. Okay. You start heading off to that landmass, and let's jump back to Katrina and Robert. You guys have just deftly hopped from ship to ship. It's kind of excited, kind of invigorating. Some people shout at you as you go hopping by grumpily, but nobody confronts you very aggressively.
Hey, what are you doing on my ship?
Yeah.
I'm sailing it.
And eventually you guys get to the ship that Galen had pointed out. There's a crew of rough-looking gentlemen, shirtless, tattoos, bandanas, scrubbing the deck, getting some things set up, taking care of typical ship business. What are you guys doing? They all turn to look at you as you stop on the ship.
So I know Galen told us so the captain said we could be here, right? Kind of. The captain said we could have this sword. So if you guys have seen Treasure Planet,
what are you doing on the ship?
You seen Treasure Planet with the cat captain who has the blue coat and she goes spinning and she like lands very lively and stands straight up. So Katrina's gonna do that and immediately start striding towards them and talking with command.
I thought you were talking to the crew just then in character. Like you landed on the ship and said,
You guys ever seen that Treasure Planet movie animated by that their DreamWorks animation? No, I don't know who does that movie. But yeah, no, she's gonna turn and she's gonna march like straight towards them, hands behind her back, just looking super official. And she's going to just like hope that Robert goes to get the sword. Yes, hello. My name is Katrina Nordenflicht. I am here under officers from your captain to retrieve an object and bring it back. I will need you all to respect the space as we do our work. And I am not taking questions at this time. Thank you. Please return to your business.
Why don't you go ahead and roll a manipulate or an inspire?
All right, let's inspire. How many dice we got going on? Because I've only got 5 for this. We'll be fine.
There's 6 blessed and 5
Success.
cursed. Oh, okay.
Yes!
Don't
You
even
need
need
it.
them.
I felt it in my bones.
Yeah, I'll need those to punch Pete and Pace. Thank you very much.
Yes, of course.
You hear people chit-chattering. Oh, did she kill the captain? Is that our new captain?
I did not kill the captain. I am merely here on behalf of your captain as she is indisposed.
So I wasn't meaning to ask a question. I was talking to my pal here.
Yeah, and I heard it.
He nods nervously and goes back to scrubbing the deck.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she killed the captain.
All right. Robert, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the captain's quarters,
Okay.
and I mean, hopefully she's there. I'll knock on the door and have the nice little bag of coins ready to go.
Okay. Yeah, it is locked. You give a knock. Everybody's just kind of watching what you're doing. There's no answer.
Robert, she's indisposed. You'll have to enter yourself.
All right, and then I will start slamming at the door.
Are we getting robbed?
No.
No, we're trying to pay. It's
Oh,
the
he's-
reverse.
She
There's
didn't
money.
inform us that the door would be locked.
I'm an
Yes.
accountant. I can take it.
Can you open the door so we might fetch what we need?
Yeah.
Do it.
Great.
He'll walk up and he'll hold a hand out for the coins.
All right, and I will hand
Wait,
him the coin.
I don't
Oh.
trust him all of a sudden. I would like to step up to him. My arms are still behind my back, and I'm going to lean over him and just tower a little bit. Now, I'm going to need your name and your rightful Christian name, because I will be reporting this back to the captain, and if I hear that even a farthing is disappeared from this bag, you will have hell to pay. What is your name, sir?
I'm not a Christian.
Were
Devil
your
worshipper, kill him!
Were your parents?
No, no.
Then just give me your heathen name, I suppose.
Sven.
Sven?
Hmm.
And I'm sure there's 10 Svens. Can the Svens raise their hands, please?
2 other people raise their hands.
What is your distinguishing mark? Whether that be a name, a
Has to take
scar.
his shirt off.
Captain calls me Mo because I got a mole on my nose here.
Yes, I was trying to be not to call that out, but I see that's what they chose to remark about you rather than a particular skill or talent you had. That's unfortunate. All right, Mole, here is the money. Open the door.
He'll excitedly take the bag of coins, and then he's just gonna pull a pistol off of his belt.
Oh,
He's
I'm
gonna
so ready for
shoot
this.
he's gonna shoot the door handle.
Oh, I was
Oh.
gonna cut his arm off. I'm so glad he shot the door. My hand went to my sword as soon as he touched metal, and then she relaxes when the door has been shot.
He's just grinning at the coin. He doesn't even notice. He doesn't even look at the door. He just pulls it. Bam. That ought to do it.
Thank you, Mole.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you.
He goes walking away.
Does he have a hat?
Yeah, he's got a green bandana.
I'm gonna snatch it.
Hey,
This is my receipt, and you will get it back when the captain gives it
I
to
don't
you.
like people knowing I'm bald.
Did you see
Unfortunate.
Bold is bald? Let's call him Baldy.
That's so dumb. I love it. Yes. Then I
He
suppose you'll
looks
have to
very
find
angry.
something else to cover your dome. Thank
He
you
goes
for your
running
receipt.
below deck.
He's an accountant. He should have offered me a receipt, she says, if anybody's like
right.
eyeballing me.
Everybody nervously scratches their head. But the door is open.
All right. Let's go get that sword.
Okay. Yeah, in the captain's quarters. It is pretty nicely decorated. It's much better looking than the rest of the ship. Constance, did you leave any of your things here? Like, you were staying here momentarily.
You did sleep here last night, didn't you?
I did. Probably not. Because
Wait, hold on. Check
Well-
if there's any objects in your inventory that would be helpful to us, and then say canonically you left them here.
I guess what you guys might recognize is probably there's maybe a bottle of the fine wines that Constance was traveling with. That's like, half empty or opened or something like that. Or maybe all the way empty. I don't know. But I don't think anything else would have been left behind because Constance wasn't entirely sure where she was going to be any given night. And so she probably traveled pretty light and wanted to take her stuff with her.
Okay.
But you guys would see that label, which is probably pretty unique around here because we traveled kind of a long ways with that wine.
Constance's favorite brand of wine.
Hmm.
Empty on a table. But aside from that, everything is neat and tidy for the most part. And you do see leaning against a bedside table, there is a very gorgeous looking rapier made of the cleanest dark gray metal that you've seen. Just a very decorative hilt on it of silver lined blue sapphires.
Wow.
Very expensive looking.
Katrina will pick it up and she's like, "This is the cleanest dark metal sword I've ever seen."
I've seen some dark
Yes.
metal swords in my time.
As you pick up, there's an inscription along the edge of the blade. It's a pretty thin blade as a rapier goes, but it does have an inscription. And the inscription says, "Adventures for Da."
Hmm. Sentimental. I hope that Galen really did have permission to take this. But let's go.
Yes.
Galen just has you guys steal it.
I wouldn't
We
put it
act
past
like
him.
We're better liars if we believe it.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, fantastic. You guys
Sure.
have this rapier. Let's cut back to Galen. Galen, you're on the dock, and Pete and Pace are looking like they're on the prowl. They look grumpy, but they always look grumpy, wandering around. What are you doing?
Okay, so I didn't know whether or not I was going to approach them and just be like, "Hey," or maybe I should just jump into a nearby boat. Shh, don't tell anybody.
They do look like they're heading to your ship.
Ah, they're heading to my ship. In that case, they're looking for me. I'm just gonna try and hide where I am. I'm just gonna literally duck down behind a nearby boat, or if they're lower than the dock, I don't know how the arrangement is. I'm just gonna get into one, and lie down in the boat and watch them as they head towards the ship.
Yeah, roll me a stealth.
No.
You can actually take 2 extra dice, though, because of the crowds around here.
Oh,
Great.
snap.
That's a success.
There you go. You guys are crushing it tonight. All right, yeah. They walk right on by. They don't seem to notice you as you duck out of the way. Okay. What is Galen up to now? You see them walk by, head into your boat.
Okay.
Katrina and Robert are not yet back.
All right. I need to wait here for them to get to the sword. But even then, a sword is not so helpful against these people. I do not think they are mermaids.
You see them kind of you see Wolf and Wombat up at the top of your ship, kind of unassuredly greeting them, not really knowing what to do.
No,
You can't
are they
hear the
staying-
conversation.
Are they staying on the ship, or are they being turned away?
They shove past Wolf and Wombat, kind of aggressively, not like throwing fists, but they look like they kind of just brush off their, you don't need to get on the ship, and they push their way onto the ship.
All right, great. I jump out of the boat.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and, while they're getting on the ship, right? Because that's not going to have a good immediate look. Yeah, on the ship, they're searching the ship, not back on the dock. They are the main security. So I'm going to run back down the dock. I think I have a horse. No, that's probably on the ship. All right, I'm going to run down the dock back to the main sort of area of Wrecker Isle.
Mhm.
And I need to do something to make a distraction because I don't like that they're around. I don't like they're searching the ship. And I'm just going to quickly have a look at my gear to see if there's anything fun that I have with me. Not really, other than a warship. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to try and get to the inn. And in a classic throwback to our first adventure, I'm going to take a big rock and throw it through the windows of this inn. I'm going up to the tavern. I'm taking a big rock, and I'm going to just trying to get a lot of commotion here by the shore, off the ships. Just big rocks through the window. Have everyone say, "Oh, what's going on?" Right. I just want to create a commotion. And then as soon as the rocks are through, doom, 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 I'm off to the warehouse.
Okay, off to the warehouse. So yeah, you throw some rocks through the window, and it makes a way bigger ruckus than you would have possibly anticipated. It was like as soon as glass shattered, that entire area just broke out in a brawl.
Oh yeah, there's already like 50 people per square meter inside. So like
yeah, somebody got hit in the back of the head. You saw fists get thrown, and it just breaks out in a mass riot around the inn. You can see through the window as you ride off Abela, screaming at people, trying to get things under control. Justina looks very nervous behind the counter. And yeah, you head off to the warehouse.
Yep.
Katrina and Robert, you guys are heading back?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm not gonna make you guys roll again. You got the feel for ship hopping on your way in.
We're so cool.
You're able to ship hop with a very pretty rapier now. So you guys arrive back on land. And as you're just about to reach the dock, as you're crossing the last boat, you can see Pete and Pete. I keep mixing them. Pete and Pace escorting Father Udgrin. Off somewhere.
Poopy.
He looks kind of grumpy, and they're on either side of him and just escorting.
All right.
Get
All
a
right.
rifle. Back of the head.
I kind of could.
All bets are
But I
off.
probably shouldn't.
We just go to full on war zone on Wrecker Isle.
We won't. Robert, how do you think we should handle this? They're taking the father.
I promised the father, so I am going to go in. But if you feel like maybe there's some sort of diplomatic relation that you could, I don't know, broker with Zacharias, maybe it's best that you not be seen there.
Can you handle the two of them?
I think I can.
Then I leave it to you. Best of luck.
And as you say that, you guys are approaching the dock. Aside from Peyton Peace, you guys can see there's like a gathering riot towards the inn that's spreading, just a massive crowd. You can see it from here. You can see Zacharias off in the distance, very calmly walking towards it. But what really draws your attention is a red-headed woman in a captain's outfit comes storming up to you. Pardon me, that doesn't belong to you.
You're right, it belongs to Galen Fiscara.
You're the other two.
We paid
That
for
is correct.
Okay, did he fill you in?
Indeed, he did. Here is the receipt that I received from Mole Sven, and I'm going to toss her a green handkerchief.
You paid Sven?
Well,
the one with the mole on his nose?
That is the only one known as Mole Sven.
Oh, Christ. He's going to be taking off with that right now. A damn thief, that one.
Well,
couldn't have waited for me to get back.
Unfortunately, as you can see, shit has gone down.
Yeah.
She looks back and shakes her head. Listen, you're going to have to tell Galen that something came up. I have something I have to go deal with right now.
Yes, save your ship. My apologies.
I told him the same thing. I recommend you all just leave. Where is he?
Well, as you may know, defeat is a choice that the brave do not make. And I'm going to turn and walk away from her like that was really cool. And she's just going to bank on the wolf's words to carry her through this moment.
She looks back at you kind of confused and looks to Robert. Are you attacking Wrecker Isle with the warship?
I'm not. I'm gonna go.
Not me personally.
I'm gonna go save a priest. So
She shrugs and then she goes hopping off onto ships down the same path you guys just took.
Great.
Sorry, Galen. We have muddled the waters.
I would never.
All right. So where are you both heading, Robert and Katrina?
Pete and Pace.
Pete and Pace, and then Katrina, you're heading where?
Oh no, this is the choice, isn't it? Because I don't know where Galen is, and Robert just suggested that I go talk to Zacharias and try and smooth this over.
I mean, you did just find the one weapon that can kill Zacharias.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just really worried that like if I kill Zacharias and the beast that's by Tori is just gonna rampage out of control.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
I don't know that. You know what? That's true. I don't know that. Okay, I'm gonna
Right.
go run after Zacharias with the sword on my hip, and I'm just gonna casually catch up to him. Zacharias, what is happening here?
Yeah, he's as you approach him, he's shouting to people, "Everybody just calm down. We can get it sorted out. The broken windows will be our family's responsibility. Pardon, Miss Nordenflicht.
What is
Everybody-
going on?
I'm trying to manage the crowds. I can't say that this is not the first time something like this has happened. A rowdy bunch, somebody broke the inn, threw boulders or something through the windows, everybody's saying. Clearly exaggerations. I think it's just a couple of broken windows and an injured head."
I see. Have you seen Galen about?
Galen, I saw him the last time was with you.
Thank you.
There's a
Well, I
couple of
don't-
gunshots in the crowd. Oh, damn it. And he goes pushing into the crowd and just kind of ignores you.
There's this moment where she's like, "Oh, I could stab him in the back," and then she's like, "No, everyone would be able to see me here," and she lets him go.
Okay. All right. Robert, you're approaching
Yes.
Pete and Pace. You're just walking right up to him, yeah?
Yeah, I'm walking right up. I'm just gonna be like, "Father, I've been looking all over for you."
Oh, thank goodness, Robert.
What's going on?
Robert, how's it going?
Good. How are y'all doing?
We're just taking the father here for some dinner and an important discussion. I didn't agree to it. They were very
Oh.
insistent.
Oh, if the father's full, then the father's full.
We gotta talk to him about business. He's been tarnishing the family name.
Whose family name?
Admondson's. They both say
Oh.
that synchronized, as if it was a stupid question.
I see.
And,
What?
no offense, Robert, but mind your own business.
Well, this father is my own business.
You religious or something?
No, but I made a promise. And I mean, at this point, I'm gonna go for a punch. I'm punching one of them. I'd like to think that at this point, I mean, they're basically forcing the father to go with them. So I'd like to reveal what like prophecy was sent to me by Shellfire, and it was use the cross, save the cross. And of course, for Robert, it's like, okay, I need to save the cross, I need to save the father. And what other cross do I have than my right? And so I'm going for it. I'm going for the punch. Let's
Love
go.
So
They
good.
both look kind of intimidating as you go and look shocked as you swing the fist. I'm not going to make you roll initiative on this one, but go ahead and make me a force test to throw a punch.
Let's go. So since I'm using that, I'm throwing a free success in here too, along with my.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so that'll be 2 successes.
Two
Spa.
successes. All right. So what's going to happen is this is going to put you into like round table initiative with them. I'm going to give you first slot here. So this will be your
Okay.
slow action to take the swing. So
Sounds
with your
good.
extra success, did you want to move one of them in initiative? Did you want to deal a mental condition instead? You're doing
Mental
one physical
condition.
automatically.
Mental condition. I want to make. Do I choose the one that I hit, or can I
Yeah,
choose the other one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. You could. Yeah, you could go either one.
Oh, I want to make the other one scared that I hit with such power.
Okay.
And they're twins, so when you hit one, the other one feels it.
Yeah.
You don't know if you're hitting Pete or Pace. They look so similar, but that punch connects.
Let's go.
They both look. The one that you hit looks super angry. There's a new gap in his teeth. The other one looks a little shook. And let's cut away for a minute back to Constance.
Great.
Constance,
How am
you
I
are
doing?
doing your best to navigate this ship. I need you to make me a force test to keep the leak under control.
All right. I'm gonna use some blessed dice still. Hopefully that's cool with you guys.
Do
I'll
it.
use 3. One success.
One success. All right.
Whew.
It's very exhausting, but you have to kind of, the deeper you get into the ocean, the more you move, the more the ship is starting to seem a little bit unstable, but it's keeping it together. There's some water you've got to manage. What's more concerning than the boat, actually, though, is as you're trying to keep your direction, it requires a lot of steering because the further you get out, the more you notice that you are being moved by some kind of current around the water. And you're at this very odd spot now where it looks like the moon is behind you and the sun is in front of you. And you feel like you're kind of transitioning just out of this whirlpool here. But your vision is going very, very bad to the point where it's not just blurry like you need glasses. You realize you can't even see off in the distance very well. As if it's kind of cloudy, your vision's getting more narrow. And you feel a familiar burning sensation that used to be the warmth of the amulet, but you feel it glowing in your palm. You feel like you can reach out to it if you want, as if it wants to give you a hug.
I'm gonna ignore it for now.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a vigilance with the -2 to keep your course.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah,
sorry, you're at a -4 now.
Oof. May I use
I
my
don't think you're gonna-
binoculars still?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's not going to go very well.
Okay, so whoops, not 13, 3. Minus 13 dice. I'll use some cursed dice on this one.
Yeah.
Why not? I'll use
We have 7 of them.
Yeah, I'll use 4.
Oh
Dang it.
no!
Okay, I need to use my free push.
Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
Gotta
thank
do
goodness.
it. Gotta do it.
Come on, Tori.
There
One
we go.
success.
One success.
All right.
One
Thank
cursed
goodness.
success.
Yeah, you can't see very well if you're going to the same spot you were headed before because that landmass has disappeared from your field of view. But you feel pretty confident you're going the correct direction. You're able to clear past that kind of vortex that was moving you around. And as soon as you cross that, the moon just disappears. And it's like the snap of a finger, it turns to daylight again. It's not the middle of the day. It looks like the sun is starting to set, but it didn't make any sense the way that the night cycle just changed as you crossed over that, as if you were passing through some kind of veil. All right, Galen, what are you doing meanwhile after you caused this massive chaotic distraction? You're heading to the warehouse.
Yeah, look, at some point you have a plan, and other points you just act. And things have gotten weird here. We know that that at least one of these people is a creepy mermaid. We know that they've been sacrificing people and possibly plan to sacrifice us. We know they were trying to get the priest. We know they're trying to get me. They chaos, I think, is our ally in this situation more than anything else. So after creating a ruckus at the inn, I'm heading to the warehouse. There are 2 doors. I know there's a door right opposite the inn, and then there's the far door that is ideally probably locked, right? It was probably re-locked
Yeah.
at that point.
Yes.
Is anybody coming out? Is anyone from were there people in the warehouse? Is anyone coming out to check out what's going on?
No. Warehouse
All right.
actually seems completely quiet.
Okay.
Even traffic going by, everything's been drawn into this crazy riot that's happening out in front of the inn.
The main door, is that openable? Or is that locked as well?
It is locked as well.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll go to the far door, the one that's the pitch black door.
Okay.
And let's get there. And I'm going to try and rocks are my friends. I've got a big rock, and I'm going to try and smash the lock of this warehouse door.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make me a force test.
All right. I got 6 dice for force. Let's roll it.
Hey, Galen's actually fairly strong, huh?
I'm a strong guy. He's a big dude, Galen. He's old, but he's big. I got a success.
Excellent. Yeah, you smash that lock open.
Boom.
Door
And I
swings
know-
open, wafting fish and oil smell.
Wonderful. I kick the door open and I leave it wide open so there's a little bit of light in here. I'm just going to walk in. I know there's mysterious happenings in here. Let's just
Okay.
see one last time. Hopefully I don't die from look, I've set myself up to die in 4 years. I can't die now.
Yeah.
I did record all of this in my report. My Constance's experience, just so
Yeah.
Galen would know that much at least.
Excellent.
And so looking in, like what is in the room? Is there anything now that we've got a bit more light in here, is there anything noteworthy in this section of the warehouse?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation.
Oh, I shall.
Oh,
3, count them, 3 successes. I
3
don't need any extra dice. I don't need
successes.
anything. You know what? Give me an extra free success as well.
Give you an extra free
4
success
successes.
as
Tell
well.
me exactly what is
Nice.
in this warehouse. I would like a full catalog.
Excellent. All right. So as you're looking through this warehouse, you're looking around. You can see that there are wooden boards that have been laid on the floor. They're not like that anywhere else between the shelves. And there's a barrel on top of them, heavy barrel full of herring. Are you checking those out at all? They do stand out to you.
Yeah, herring barrel lifted, moved,
Excellent.
knocked over and rolled out the door.
Very good. Yeah. So as you move that out of the way and you move the planks out of the way, there is a big stain underneath of them that looks like maybe some sort of blood stain. On the shelf, there is a crate with a lock on it, a solid iron lock. It's the only one like that you can see. Nothing else in here is locked up. And then more notably and kind of disturbing, you can see that there's some kind of device that is against one of the walls right now that is like a iron looking cage with a chair in the middle of it and chains sitting on the bottom.
Okay, so this is where they do the sacrificing. God, I have such an immediate temptation to sit in the chair and see if something pops up to get me. Oh, I'm so tempted.
The chaos is so strong tonight. I am here for it.
I'm so tempted to jump in the chair.
Also,
And
this
just
whole
see what
place
happens.
smells very strongly of perfume or cologne.
Oh, it's a stupid idea to jump in the chair. It's a stupid idea. Because I don't even know if it's going to summon. I might just be sitting in a chair. But maybe that's like, arr.
I love that you can decide if you want to be in horrible danger right now.
Yeah.
I
we
did
used
that
to
last
close
time.
down,
It worked out fine.
sleep on the island. Let's see what I'm going to try. I'm not going to tie myself in. I'm going to can I just sit on the chair? See if
Yeah.
anything notices this?
Yeah. As you go in there, the cage is open right now.
I get in.
You
I
get
close
in.
it, but I try not to lock it.
Okay, yeah. You close it, you sit in the chair. It's a pretty grim feeling. This definitely feels like not a happy device.
No.
Smells maybe vaguely of salt water and blood, but nothing happens.
Okay. Out of the chair. There's a stain where those boards were, but there's nothing. Can I play can I dig anything up from underneath that? Like it's just ground underneath? Like
Yeah, just like a solid cobbled stone.
can I go back and grab that herring barrel and pour the herring all over that where that stone is? Like lift where the boards were lifted away, just like pour out the herring like a sacrifice to a mystical mermaid.
Yeah, you to dump out the herring and
Yeah.
I mean it's a bunch of fish just kind of flop about. Nothing happens. But there is still that locked crate next to you as well.
Oh yeah, that's great. Can I try and again, good old rock boy. Can I try and
Yep.
smash this lock?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. That's a success.
Hey, that is a success.
Agong.
All right, yeah. So you crack that iron lock open. It's a pretty flimsy, rusted lock.
Yeah.
You damage the box a little bit in the process, and it's got a lid that just flips open. Inside,
flips?
you can see that there is a necklace with prayer beads and a cross. You can see that there are some folded clothes that are speckled with blood. You had a 4th success on your we'll apply that here. Underneath the collar, one of them is like a man's shirt, like buttoned up shirt. Underneath the collar, you can see the name Paul is stitched underneath of it.
That's the missing brother. They sacrificed the brother. Oh no, poor Paul.
They shouldn't have kept the evidence.
And then there's also a folded
You know
up.
who's gonna hate that? Pete and Pace.
And Pace.
They're
Pete and Pace are
gonna
gonna
turn against their
hate
brother
that.
and mother if
Yeah.
they know they're everyone knows the bond. Hey, if you have to list family bonds, the triplet bond trumps all other bonds.
Yeah.
Quadruplets, they're a little bit better, but the triplet bond is important. They'll betray anyone who's killed their brother.
Mhm.
So I'm taking
Also-
Pete. I'm taking the who is it? The Paul.
Paul.
But I'm taking his shirt. I'm keeping it with me, and I'm gonna confront those two, and I'm gonna see if we can start an inter-family revolution.
Excellent. You grab that shirt, and as you're getting ready to leave with it, underneath of it, you can see the other bit of clothing. There's some pants, and there's also some suspenders. But also notably, it looks like there's a folded up priest's robe underneath as well.
Oh, we knew they killed the priest. That's fine. That's not new info to me.
All right.
Oh, but they might need it as proof.
All right, I'll take the priest robe and maybe the beads as well.
Okay.
Is this another set of beads?
Well, you're the only one who saw the other beads, so.
I took those though.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, you got
I'm
those
just
ones.
clarifying and making
Yep.
sure I have that noted.
I
Okay.
love to kill priests.
Yep.
All right. Well, I take the robes. I take the rosary. I take Paul's shirt, and I walk out. And I'm looking for 2 large men.
All right. Excellent. Katrina, what are you up to?
I have nothing interesting. I was just looking for Galen.
Okay. So you're off looking for Galen. You probably see him exiting the warehouse.
Yeah, when the big barrel of herring came rolling out the side, I was like, has everyone seen that? Okay. Yeah, I'll meet up with Galen and get the
Okay.
info.
Excellent. We're going to jump to Robert then. Robert, you're in initiative. You just
Let's
connected
go.
a punch. So
Ready.
Pete and Pace look very angry. What'd you do that for? Now we got to fight you.
Oh,
Great.
they're lovely. They're my favorite now.
Bring it on.
Why can't you just let him go?
Why can't you just let him go?
Father Udgren is actually the next one I drew an initiative here, so he's actually gonna kick Pete in the leg, just a very weak kick.
No, get out of here!
I think they're
Leave
trying
that
to kidnap me.
Get out of here, please.
You stay out of this. We need you alive. And Paul is gonna not Paul. Pace is gonna take his turn, and he's just gonna grab Father Udgren and throw him aside, and then he's gonna get his fists up. Pace is the one that is looking kind of nervous, so he gets in a fighting stance. Pete's the
Okay.
one that you just punched.
Yes.
He looks quite angry, and he is going to throw a punch at you.
Great.
So
So
here we go.
I only used my slow action. Can I use my fast to try to parry?
Yep, you
after?
can.
Great.
So you can, with a fist to fist, you can either use agility to try to dodge, or you can use force to try to block.
Oh, I'm gonna try to block.
Excellent. Here's his roll. He actually swings quite hard. He comes swinging with a
Ooh.
big meaty fist. He's got 1 success there.
Oh, I got nothing. Boom.
All right.
Oh.
So he connects you right back with another solid punch. That's going to give you a physical condition.
Okay. Okay. I'll be a little battered by that.
Okay. It's back up to
alright.
you. New
Okay.
round.
Okay. I'm gonna keep at it with Pete was the one I was already wailing on, right?
Yeah, Pete's the one right in front of you. He's missing another tooth, lip kind of bleeding.
Let's go. Okay.
Father Udgrin is cowering now on the ground after he got thrown down.
Can I just be like, get out of here, Father, get out of here. We don't need your kicks in here. Shoot.
There's sin and chaos everywhere. I don't know where to go. Do I head back to the ship?
Yes, back to the ship. Get out of here. Please.
He looks
Robert
like he's
sounds
nodding
like
and
somebody
gonna
who's
comply.
sending away their favorite dog to save their lives.
Go on,
Get out of here.
Don't come back here.
Oh my
We don't
gosh.
want you anymore.
I got one success on a punch on him.
All right, and let's see. He is going to let's see. This is Pete right here. Pete is going to try to parry with his fast action.
All right.
Let's see what he's got. He does not parry it.
Oh!
All right. You give him another solid punch, so that does a damage with the one
Let's
success.
go. Let's go.
He looks kind of dizzied, but even more angry. He's still standing.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do
Good.
with your fast action, or are you saving it?
I'm
for...
saving it. I gotta be right. There's two of them. Shoot. You
Okay.
could do twin powers.
Father Udgrin stands up and scuttles to his feet and goes running for the ship. And
Thank
Pete's gonna
goodness.
turn. Mother's gonna kill us if he gets away. Go get that one. And Pace is gonna nod nervously, and he's gonna go chasing after Father Udgrin. And then Pete is gonna give you a big grin with a bunch of missing teeth now. I don't need you alive though. And he's gonna draw a pistol.
Oh,
And
jeez.
He's gonna shoot.
You see this? This is a
Okay.
picture of what I'll kill you with later. All right,
Just-
get out of here. Where'd he go?
He draws that revolver with the cross on the hilt, and
All right.
he pulls the trigger, and it goes click, click. Oh damn it! There's no bullets in it.
And then he looks down the barrel. Oh,
God,
All
Oh my
right,
gosh.
we are going to go back to the top of the round, but let's go to Katrina and
Yeah.
Galen. Katrina, you're catching up with Galen. Galen, you guys both see now Robert down on the dock. There's a bit of a crowd that's formed around them as Robert is fighting the two brothers. You can see Father Udgrin running away, and you see Pete holding a gun to Robert.
Oh no.
we have to go. We have to stop them.
Uh,
If we can talk to them, they might join our side. We know they need vengeance for their brother. We can stop them. Go quickly. Are they close? Are they within earshot?
You could use a fast action to get into the combat.
Yeah, get me in there, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys run up right as the click, click. And yeah, you guys have joined initiative. Who wants to go first, Robert or Katrina?
you mean Galen or Katrina?
Sorry, yeah, Galen or Katrina.
Galen, go ahead.
I just wanna. I wanna hold. I hope they recognize the shirt because I'm assuming they only have one shirt. They're like cartoon characters. I'd like to hold this shirt in the air and say, first of all, actually, I'll say, Robert, put your arms down. Stop this, Pete. Pace. There's something you need to know. As the shirt waves above my head like a standard.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a manipulate.
All right. Manipulates. Okay. They're all ones.
Oh no.
They're all ones.
I have never seen so many ones from you.
I've used my free success. I don't think I've used my free push, right? Have
You've
I? Or
not
have I?
used your
Correct.
free
I've
push.
not yet.
Okay. Push. A success.
Thank goodness.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, so you hold that up. Pace is chasing down Father Udgrin and doesn't really seem to notice what's happening. But Pete looks at you and looks kind of nervously up and down. Okay, hold on. Settle down, Robert. Stop attacking me. Stop assaulting me.
Just Robert, calm down.
All right. Holster.
Just where did you find that?
I found this in the warehouse. At the spot where you have been sacrificing people to these creatures that you have an agreement with. I'm sure you know of this. This is how you got your gun. Where did you think your brother was? What did your mother and your other brother tell you? That he had been sent away? He had work on the mainland?
It looks like Paul's. Can I
Take
see
it.
that?
I throw it at him. Look at the collar. This is Paul's shirt.
He grabs it. He looks real sad. He unfolds the collar. Nods.
Do not look.
Mother! Zacharias! And he goes running away.
Yes. Grab your
No.
brother.
Wait, I think you're misreading the situation, Galen.
What do you think they think?
I think he knows exactly what happened.
Oh, if he knew, he would have killed me with this gun that is surely full of bullets.
Robert, Katrina, he's running away. What are you guys doing?
I kind of want to go catch him.
Do it.
Yeah, Chase. I would like to go catch him.
Okay. He has to kind of run right by you. So, I mean, in initiative,
I just want to essentially hook my foot around his ankle and just let him eat it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and you can either roll me a force or an agility for that.
Is that not close combat? I'll do
Close
agility.
combat's using a weapon.
All right. Agility. Here we go. Just flat dice. No fear. One success.
One success.
You're trying to trip him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He clutches that shirt and starts running. He runs right by you. You trip him. He just face plants and slides into the ground and looks like he's unconscious.
Ah!
Well, that's one. Should I get the other?
Yeah.
I still think these could be our allies in this fight. Imagine
I
two
agree.
burly brothers holding Zacharias by the arms while you stab him through the heart.
Yes, I agree, but I think that they were about to blow your cover.
Yes, maybe. Well, let's go and get the other one then.
Okay.
All right. You guys start pursuing the other brother, and this feels like a good time for a break. So we're going to go take a quick breather. We'll be back in like 10 to 15 minutes, everybody. So please stick around and let's see what happens with all this chaos.
Yeah.
All right. See you in a few. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for letting us take a little breather. We are back in the action of Vaesen, where everything has gone chaotic. So let's go back to the least chaotic part at the moment, I think, which is surprisingly Constance.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
That's when you know it's really gone. It's really gotten crazy.
If the mystical maelstrom with a giant monster in the center and a fantasy moon going through, like, if that's your calm and easy place to be, that's a weird session.
Mhm.
Right? All right, Constance, you are approaching land. You can see it getting pretty close, like just within the field of your vision. You can feel your vision is getting worse and worse. It's a little bit alarming. You feel like you might be going blind, like if it just keeps degrading at this rate. The amulet is getting more and more intensely poking. Like it wants to take care of you. You feel like kind of like a mother's embrace coming from this amulet, just wanting to make it all better. Still not giving in?
Have I reached land?
You are almost to land. You don't
Okay.
know what land, but you've almost reached it. You can see it just off in the field of your vision, to the point where you probably need to start slowing the ship.
Oh man. This is a toughie.
Like Orpheus in the underworld, you should wait until you're just about to reach land and then give in to the amulet and see what happens.
I don't want Constance doesn't want to go blind. She thinks that she'll be like toast for sure if she loses her sight out here. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. I guess I'll lean into it.
Defeat is a choice you make.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you give into that amulet, you embrace it. Your hand glows orange. You feel the warmth glow, and you just feel this thing envelop you with a very comforting feeling. You feel like you can see some extra little runes etch around this tattoo. You don't know what they mean, but roll me a magic test if you would, of 2, unless you have anything else to boost it that you want to boost.
I don't think I have anything to boost it with. Do I take penalties to this, or is it just you just want me
Just
to
2.
roll the 2? Okay.
Just roll the 2.
Okay. I'm rolling it as agility, just so it shows up. Whoa!
Oh,
2 successes
wow!
on 2 dice. I don't know if that's a good
Nice.
thing,
Dang.
but
Okay.
here we are. 2
Great.
successes on 2 dice.
Yeah, you see one little rune etch around the tattoo, and you see another one start to etch, and then it just wisps away, kind of magically, like little orange embers. And as that happens, your vision flares back. You feel like a pulse of energy around you. You're not really exactly sure what happened, but your vision returns. There's no more cloudiness around you. You see the blurriness goes away. You see perfectly just like you did before. And as your vision clears, you see a large ship coming towards you. It's a familiar ship. This is the ship that you rode into Wrecker Island on, Frida's ship.
Oh, yay! Maybe. Hopefully. Okay.
You see some people point you out, and you hear some shouting off in the distance.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
know Morse code or whatever. We've established that. So I start flashing the hurricane lamp to send a signal.
Excellent. Yeah, they come pulling up next to you. You see Frida run out onto the deck and hangs on a rope and leans over. Constance, is that you?
Yes. Yeah, I'm so happy to see you.
Is Orvar with you?
No.
Lower the anchor.
What are you doing out here?
I was
Why are
going
you
to make
looking
sure
for
you were
Orvar?
okay. I was heading to Graveyard Island because I heard you went to go see him by yourself.
Oh. Constance starts laughing and it turns into sort of hysterical crying of relief.
Where are we? How did we get here so fast?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I'm asking the crew. She looks back, everybody just kind of shrugs. Way ahead of schedule. I guess we hit the high winds. Come on, get aboard. Where's
All
Orvar?
right. He fell overboard. It's a long story. The ship, she just kind of gestures at the burned, damaged, leaking parts and
Yeah, she'll help you on board. She'll grab your wrist and pull you up the rest of the way on the ship. She nods as if she understands. Poor old bastard. He had some problems, but I don't think he deserved it. But I guess he died with what he loved.
yes, yes, you can certainly say that. Can I lie down?
Yeah. Come on, my quarters. Take a lie down. I'll get us back to Wrecker Isle.
Yes.
If you want to go to Wrecker Isle.
Yes,
it's getting a little bit hectic there.
I need to get there quickly. Have you seen an older man, and he's quite physically fit for his age, but he's shouting. He might have been shouting at books or just generally
You're not
berating
talking
people.
about Mr. Forscara?
Yes. Did you see him? Do you know him?
Oh, Constance, tell me you're not tied up with that bunch.
Why? What's happened?
It's a long story. I'll tell you on the way back.
Okay. Yeah,
she'll,
she'll just
turn the ship around. She'll fill you in on everything that she knows. She's not going to tell you that she got hired to poison them, but she's going to tell you that she realized that they were in danger. She overheard that the godmother was going to poison them, and she warned Galen and is now going to be working with him.
Okay.
She also want to mention she's a pirate.
Okay. That's pretty low on my list of concerns right now. But okay. Noted.
You're a pirate. Put me back in the ocean.
Thank you. In the am I just with her right now? Not with all of the crew and stuff.
Yeah, she'll get the ship turned around, and then she'll fill you in on her quarters.
Okay.
In her quarters.
In the spirit of being fully transparent, in case it becomes relevant, I should tell you that Orvar attacked me, and that is why he ended up overboard.
I guess the bastard did deserve it.
He did.
Also, I don't want to alarm you. I feel like you've been through a lot today, but something strange is happening with your eyes.
Yes, she'll kind of cover her eyes, and then open them again. Would you mind describing what you see?
They almost look like they're glowing. They're orange, like an ember color.
All right. Yes. I don't have an explanation for that at this time.
Did he do something to you?
No. Well, he tried to, but I stopped him. There's a lot.
I
My
understand.
head feels terrible, and I need to lie down.
She'll put her hand on yours and nod. Just take a rest. I'll get us back safely.
Right, and I need to get in touch with Galen and Katrina and Robert as soon as we touch ground.
She nods, and then she goes walking out the door and immediately starts yelling, "Double time, everybody! If I see one person idling, I'm going to feed him to the sharks with Sven."
With Sven?
You killed Sven!
No!
Mole Sven? Bald Mole Sven is dead?
Katrina got him killed.
I'm devastated. He got himself killed. He shouldn't have stolen from the captain.
Yeah.
I am not taking responsibility for this man.
All right, back to the rest of the crew. You guys are chasing after Pace and Father Ugrin.
Mhm.
You guys run after him, and you can see that Wolf and Wombat and some of the crew are trying to stop Pace from getting on the boat, but Pace just he starts throwing punches this time. He hits the wolf right in the face.
Oh, hell no.
And he goes and he just fireman slings Father Ugrin over his shoulder. Father Ugrin's beating on him, trying to fight back, but Pace is quite strong. And you guys will catch him on the way back on the docks. You get out of the way. This
Pace.
doesn't have to be any of your business.
I don't mind. I don't care what you do with this man. I apologize.
You don't care what he does with me.
I care.
I hired
Shut
you.
up, Father. This is a bit. Don't worry. Pace. Pace.
What?
Your brother, Paul. He did.
Keep your
he did not
voice
leave you.
down. Keep your voice down.
I will. Come here. Come lean into me. Pace. Your brother-
Father Ugrin struggles, and he's just gonna smack him right in the side of the head once.
Yes. You smack the priest. Nobody cares. Okay. Listen.
Looks like Father Ugrin goes unconscious.
Your brother
Oh, thank
Paul.
goodness.
He never left the island.
I
Right
know
now-
what happened to my brother. You
He was
shouldn't be
killed.
meddling in that. Yeah.
We should all be.
Oh!
And what, you accept this? Your mother, your brother, they killed Paul.
I didn't like it, but they did it for a good reason.
There is no reason
What
that one
could
of
be
you
the
beautiful
reason?
triplets should be killed.
It's like God, but different. It's for a good reason. It's for everybody's best interest.
It is not. It is for their best interest. You know this in your heart. Don't spend one more day under the service of the people who killed your brother. They will kill you too.
Roll me a manipulate, Galen.
You know this to be true. Search your feelings.
You know it to be true.
I must roll by manipulation.
Any blessed or cursed dice?
How many we got?
6 blessed, 3 cursed.
I will take all 6 blessed.
Okay, here we go.
Oh man, all 6.
got
Only
one
one success on 12?
Yes.
1 is all you needed. He looks really angry at first, and then he just closes his eyes and starts sobbing. I
Yes,
didn't
yes,
want
it
him
is
to
okay.
kill Paul.
I hug him.
Not
It's
even
okay.
my real brother.
No,
He's
no,
n-
he is.
He
know
lays
this.
Father Udgren down and drops to his knees.
What do you mean by that? What do you know?
I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
You're not going to get anyone in trouble.
Where's Pete? Did you kill Pete?
No, of course not.
No, we
I
saved
can't
Pete.
lose another one.
I'm
You
going to
won't.
grab him by his face, Chase. I'm going to make him look at me. I am not
gonna
in the
kiss him.
business. I'm not in the business of killing brothers. I
You
am in the
look a lot
business.
taller from up there.
Yes, that's how perspective works. But I am in the business of getting answers. What did you mean he's not your brother? What do you know?
You wouldn't even believe me if I told you.
I squeeze his cheeks with my
Ow!
hand that's gripping his
I
face.
thought we weren't fighting.
We're not fighting. We are not fighting. You are telling me what you know and not worrying about what I believe.
He'll kill me if I tell you. Let's go on your boat.
Pace. Yes, onto the boat, but please.
I'm going to
We
go
know
get Pete.
Zacharias. We know Zacharias. is a
Don't say
mermaid.
his name too loud. He'll hear you.
Oh, sorry. We know the hot brother is a mermaid. We have plans for this.
Pete's the
place.
hot brother.
Good point. Good point. No, I appreciate. We know
No.
the sharp brother, the one who is all pointy at his face and things. The pointy brother. We know he is a child of the sea.
All right, you've been talking to Orvar?
Oh, I do not know who Orvar is. No, I am just a very smart man.
All right, come on, do
Hey,
your
wait
boat.
up. 1 second. What is the difference between a child in the sea and a mermaid again?
Oh, nothing. I'm just not saying the word mermaid. I've said it too many
Okay.
times.
Cool,
Well,
cool, cool.
a child of the sea, I think, is like a
Might be a
mermaid's
half-maid.
child. Yeah, like a half
A half maid.
breed.
Half mer. Mer
A
half.
merwolf.
Yeah, with your researches, a child of the sea is a half mermaid,
Mm.
basically.
He's a freak. We're gonna stab him.
Wait a minute. Do Krakens doesn't matter. Do the mer children have guardians?
Ah, probably.
Okay.
You haven't gotten that bit
I
of
mean,
research.
Okay,
Like,
continue.
let's just say for a second here that you had a personal bodyguard that you hired, and then somebody punched your daughter. Would you just be like, "Well, I hired him, so technically he's not going to help"? Sorry, it's me, not for you, kid. Like,
I don't know what level intelligence Krakens have.
yeah, but you could, like, the mermaid might be like,
That's fair.
"Oh, my son, no,
Get him!
my son."
All right. He'll go walking up to your ship. He's just going to leave Father Udgren on the ground.
I'll lean down to Ugg.
Okay, he's out cold.
Oh, okay, then fuck him.
All right, you guys are just leaving him there?
I'll
Could
give him
I?
the prayer beads I found and the robe. He can wake up
Okay.
knowing, and then have his own search for vengeance. We'll bring him on the ship.
Okay. You can't
Could
just
I have-
leave him there.
Could I have brought Pete over? Like I was a step behind, so I could have like lifted him and
Yeah.
brought him.
There is a wide like bubble around you guys of people looking in shock as you're dragging the Adminsons around.
May I do an inspiration?
Yeah, sure.
I want to turn and I want to look at everyone and I want to smile at them so sweetly. And I'm going to say, I hope that you all understand that sometimes idiots get drunk and they're idiots. We'll let them go ahead and calm down a little bit and mind yourselves because it is a dangerous island, isn't it? And I'm hoping that they will just brush it off that we're going to take care of these dummies.
Roll that
Can I suggest
inspiration.
a different tack?
Yeah.
Could you roll inspiration again and instead say, "Won't you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me on the barricade?" And then just go on with that.
I make a full-on performance. Man, I have been rolling like fire today.
Yeah.
People don't be concerned about this.
All right. People nervously look around. It looks like they're kind of doubting it, but then Pace turns around and gives everybody a dirty look, and they nervously nod.
Yeah.
It's just a friendly bout.
Just a friendly bout. Now
Okay.
get lost.
Or you
guys
can join in the fight that will give you the right to be free. Either
Is
way.
Dan saying that?
No,
Okay.
but I am.
Excellent. All right, you guys go dragging a couple of unconscious people onto your boat. Your crew is like ready to fight Pace as he gets back up there. They're all grouped up, fists ready. I'm a friend now. Everybody settle down.
Yes, look, the only thing he did was kill the wombat, and we are all fine with this. Don't worry. Just because the wombat has been canonically thrown overboard and does not know how to swim, we are fine with this.
All right. You guys get on your boat. He sits down. What do you want to know?
Listen, your brother. Tell me, when did your younger brother appear on the scene?
I don't know, maybe 30 years ago.
Yes. And you do not believe he is the child of a. Well, let us just put our chips on the table.
A
our cards on
fish
the table.
lady.
Yes, a fish lady.
Yeah.
Have you seen this fish lady?
Yeah.
It is tonight you are meant to sacrifice another person to said fish lady.
How'd you know about that?
Listen, assume the answer to all these questions is I'm a very intelligent man.
You do seem that way.
Okay, we will move on with all this. It is tonight, right?
Tonight, we're supposed to sacrifice someone, and we didn't have anyone. We're friends now?
Was I to be the sacrifice?
You gonna kill my mom?
Well, how involved is she? Does she need freeing or killing? Then maybe
Not
perhaps we
killing.
might. Okay, no killing. You do not want us to kill your mother?
No.
Even though she killed your brother?
She didn't do it. Zacharias did. We were supposed to kill that stupid priest. But
he got away.
all messed up and was holding him down. He let the priest get an arm free, and the priest shot himself because he knew what was going on. And then he wasn't
was killed
sacrificed
before
no
he
more.
could be a sacrifice. I
And
see.
So then Zacharias got mad at Paul, and he sacrificed Paul.
Yes, you should not be. You do not need to deal with this. This is not a family who treats you well. If you help us, we can.
I love Pete
We can
and
kill
Mom.
Zacharias.
I'd be okay with that.
Yes, your mother. She is her own woman.
I don't know if Pete's going to be okay with that. Pete and Zacharias get along better than I do.
Well, perhaps Pete here. Do you think it is worth maybe keeping him away from the whole situation to keep him safe if he will not help?
Yeah, he sometimes has a bit of a temper problem.
Okay, maybe if we tie him up real good and put him all the way in the brig, just for tonight.
All right.
Keep him safe.
You just promise me that Ma and Pete don't get hurt, and I'll help you.
Galen.
I believe this is a problem. Yeah. Oh, hold on. We will just have a quick discussion to make sure you know it is a real promise, or just a sidebar. Robert will entertain you. Yes.
Robert, do a trick.
Do a trick, Robert.
I'll just do the.
Do you think there's any way that we could figure this out without killing Zacharias? Like, I know he killed his own brother, but I'm just like wondering.
You do not wish to kill Zacharias? I mean, he is a
no,
I
will I'll definitely kill Zacharias if you think we should kill Zacharias. I was just wondering if you think there was another way.
I need to tie you also and put you two in the brig?
No.
Have you been ensorcelled by his mermaid charms?
I have not been ensorcelled by his mermaid powers.
Because look, I will agree, he is a very hot brother. Have you smelled him?
I have several occasions smelled the scent that wafts from his flowing locks, but
I think perhaps the first thing we must do is get some nose plugs.
Okay, that's fair.
This is one of the plan.
I don't feel ensorcelled. I was just wondering if you thought there was like maybe it's a good reason to kill his brother.
Well, look, this is also true, but it does not sound like it. It sounds like perhaps he kills a lot of people.
Of course. Well,
to sacrifice to his mom. And you do not want to be with someone who has that kind of strange relationship with their mother.
No. I don't want to be with him. That would be ridiculous. He killed his brother.
Look, what about Horace? Do you remember Horace back at our castle? He seems like an eligible bachelor.
I would sooner marry Horace's father.
Well, he's a pretty handsome man, if I do say so myself.
Yes, but can you imagine the offspring?
Yes, no, I've seen
With proven
apparently one
failure.
example of his offspring. It is Horus. Maybe this is not so good. But we are getting off
Of
topic
course,
here.
of course. Sorry.
I think
continue.
we must kill the fishman.
Let's kill the fish man. I just thought, okay, perfect.
Look,
Let's.
I know
I
it
will
is
steel
sad.
myself
It
for
is
such
like
things.
it is like destroying a beautiful piece of art, but
It
if
is
the
like
art is consistently falling on people and killing them, you probably got to get rid of it.
I understand.
Like that one time where the statue of David kept falling on all the visitors, and canonically in this version of the universe, we destroyed Michelangelo's David just to save lives. Just like that.
I remember. I thought it was a terrible loss, but for the greater good.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Besides, no one should look at that anyway. It's disgusting. He's so
All right.
tall. It's too big.
Was Zacharias the one that wanted to poison you?
I think maybe the mother wanted to poison me. But
She
who knows?
killed the
Perhaps she
mom?
has been ensorcelled. I know
All right.
I read a lot of books about mermaids. They do seem to ensorcell quite a lot. So maybe we kill the mermaids first.
Of
To see
course.
how people are going post ensorcelment, and
Perfect.
then kill more people if we need to.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I will allow you to resume. My apologies
have
for the
your sword.
interruption.
You can be do you need Robert to take this sword? Are you okay
No.
to stab
I
Zacharias through the heart?
I can stab him in his heart. I feel as if I owe it to him. It's like as if he's my beloved dog, and
Yes.
I don't want to let someone else kill the dog.
Yes,
I should just
exactly.
kill
You
the
have to
dog
do it
myself.
yourself.
You know,
Yeah.
like that one book of
Yes.
what
Wait,
was it
let me
called?
just Google whether or not that book has been written. I would assume no. I think
I
perhaps
should
no, it has
write
not
that
been
book,
written.
probably.
Let me just check quickly.
What is it? Of mice and men?
Oh, of Mice and Men. Oh, maybe that has been.
I was
when
thinking Old
Steinbeck?
Yeller.
I was thinking Old Yeller, but let's go of Mice and Men. Let's just check. Steinbeck. No, this was 1937. He has not been born yet.
I will be the one to write it in this universe. Then
You write in this universe. You can write of Mice and Men.
perfect. Sorry for this complete sidetrack.
Oh,
Let's
that's
go
so
back
good.
to it.
Oh, and Old Yeller was not written until 1956. Surely there are some 1800s books in which people have to kill people they love.
That aren't based in America.
In the new world. Okay, so we're going to stab Zacharias. It's going to be great. Maybe we get Pace here to hold him still and we stab him through the heart. This is a whole big thing. Okay,
You got a plan yet?
we have a plan.
Such a good plan.
We save you. Your mother will be saved. Your brother will be your good brother will be tied up here on this boat so he does not interfere. You perhaps will capture one of us for like a sacrifice. You can take us, and then right at the end, you quickly turn. You grab Zacharias. We will stab him. We have one of the only weapons in the world that can kill a mer person. So
You do?
yeah, very conveniently, someone brought it straight to this island. Maybe they also wanted to kill your brother. I don't know, but we can do it.
All right, I should take you to the inn. You want to get away from the ocean if you're going to try to kill him.
Yes,
He's got
let's go with-
strange powers with the ocean.
Yes, this is a good plan. And actually, for the people on the boat, can you like ready the boat to go off into the ocean, prep the cannons, load the cannons, get ready for a battle? There may be a large sea monster also attacking us.
Wolf gives you a salute, ready to go.
Beautiful.
Wombat is sitting with a black eye and gives you a salute.
And somebody kill Wombat. No, he's fine. Okay. So yes, I think maybe you take us to be sacrificed. Maybe me. They tried to kill me anyway. You grab me. We can like sacrifice me, and then at the last moment you turn and grab Zacharias, and Katrina here will jump out of the bushes with a sword and stab him.
What if I like put some fake ropes behind your back?
Oh, this is a beautiful. Oh, you are a smart man too. I can see it because I am an intelligent man.
I'm
You
really
too are.
strong. I don't need to use poison. That was Ma.
Yes, I know. Poison is, and I do not eat so much anymore. I don't.
I told her poison was a bad idea. I said I should just go in there and punch you.
Hey, and had you done so, I would be dead now, and things would be worse. But you would be correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a smart person. I understand this. Okay.
know.
Yeah, we'll put some fake rope on me. I look all tied up. We go to the sacrifice, and we'll see if we can kill your brother, the bad brother, the fake brother, who's not really your brother.
All right, let's go, you bastards. Come on.
Let's do
I
it.
caught you.
Oh no, I have been taken. Oh.
Mr. Robert,
Yes.
you go put my brother and tie him up
Yeah, I got it.
downstairs. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
We got a plan,
You
maybe.
guys going with it? You guys are going with the fake bonds and yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Fake bonds, real sword.
Are you all gonna pretend to be tied up?
Well, I will.
Okay.
Maybe Katrina, do you want to not? Because then, like,
Yeah.
you follow along.
I'm
secretly?
gonna follow along for sure. I don't want to be tied up because if I'm tied up, then I can't stab a bish.
Yeah, you're gonna like jump out of the bushes afterwards, like, ha!
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you want me to bring them? They don't always listen to me. They're probably gonna take you to the warehouse. They have a cage there.
Then I shall
I've
wait
seen this cage.
by the warehouse.
Okay.
Yes, you wait by the warehouse, and yes, you bring us in, and maybe right as we get to the door, just as we're opening the door to the warehouse, let me go, turn for Zacharias, and then we will attack.
You should wait in the warehouse too, Robert, because I was just supposed to get Galen.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yes, this is good.
Okay. All right.
Kill the fish man on 3. Hands in, everybody.
What is it? Kill the bitch?
Kill the fish man. Kill the fish man. Kill the fish man.
All right.
Okay.
Kill
1,
the fish.
2, 3. Kill the fish
Kill
man.
my not
man.
brother.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, if only Constance were here to see this.
She would have loved it. Synchronized chanting is her favorite.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You have some fake bonds, Galen, and Pace takes you back to the inn. The riot has settled, but there are bodies on the ground. There's some blood. There is broken windows, more than just the one that you broke. There's a bunch of injured people sitting around. They clear way for Pace and for you as he leads you into the inn. And he's going to take you back into the office. Bela, when he walks in, nods and goes into her office. Zacharias is at the back of the inn, comes and joins. And he's going to drag you into the office. Some people give funny looks, but like nobody really gets too involved with it. I got him, Ma. He's going to forcefully sit you down.
Ah!
Well, that's my boy. I'm real sorry about this, Mr. Forscara, but we know a bit more about you than we let on.
Oh, I do not know. I was just here to buy herring, and you have turned against me. How was I to know that you were so evil?
Do you understand how disgusting it is what you do?
Buy herring?
No. Your society.
My
Have you ever
society does
taken a minute
nothing.
to think about it?
Look, my society is here to protect the people of Sweden from things that are going wrong.
No, it's disgusting. You draw answers from dust of an ignorant and dead organization. We find our answers from the ashes of gods that once walked on this earth, and from their children that grow to the same glory and fix our broken existence. You snuff that out. It's filthy, disgusting.
No, you do not understand. These things are not here to restore some kind of old existence. They are only angry that we are living wrong. So what do?
I praise the being that lives here. Do you know what would even happen if you banished this being?
Yes.
You don't even know what you're meddling with.
Okay, and what would happen? You'd lose some money?
People would starve. This entire region would go into famine like it was 30 years ago.
See, this is the problem. These things are angry because you are taking train oil and technology and building factories here.
I make my money.
If you do,
That's
if you want
fine.
if you want to eat, why don't you live where the fish are? Not here on these barren islands. Don't try to shape the world to fit you and then call it a preservation of nature. These things are not here to give you food. They're not here to give you money. They are here to keep things.
They're here to give
safe
me money
and
and to give everybody else food, Mr. Forscara. What I do is righteous. What you do is heretical. And that's
why
all
don't
that
you
we
just
need to
kill
talk
me?
about that.
Why don't you just sacrifice me to a big old fish, you dummy?
Well, me and my son, let's see, you've already figured out the surprise. What a
Yes, I'm a
sad
very
spoiler
intelligent
for you.
man.
Yes, too intelligent for your own good. Now, Zacharias, make him shut up. We'll take him to the warehouse. Do you try to say anything else, Galen?
Yeah, I say.
When you try
"You
to open
can't
your
make me
mouth,
shut
you
up."
just choke up water, and you feel like water in your lungs, and salt water just pours out of your mouth. I prefer him this way. Let's take him to the warehouse.
I don't.
All right. Pace is gonna stand back up, and he's gonna grab your bonds. He's gonna tug so that you know they're still split in the back. And he'll drag you over to the warehouse. All right, Katrina, Robert, you guys just setting up, hiding in the warehouse?
Yeah, I think that this time we should bring a light for when something that can we can put underneath something. Is there like a lantern that we can put underneath a bucket so that we can see when we're in there next time? Because last time we couldn't see.
You guys would be able to scrap together like a basic lantern. You have
Okay,
time
cool.
to
Yeah,
do that.
great.
You
Okay,
probably
cool,
have
yeah,
one
then
on
we'll
your
hide.
ship. Okay.
Yeah.
I need you guys to both roll me stealths.
All right.
I might take some dice for this. We'll see. I still
You've
have a
got
free push.
0 blessed and 3 cursed.
Curse yourself.
I'm gonna
Leave
just try
into
flat because I've been
nothing.
rolling pretty well. I got 2 successes.
Same.
Oh, you guys are rolling so hot tonight.
I know.
Dang. Very nice. Okay, and you guys are just waiting by the doors. What's the plan?
I want to be a little bit closer to the cage that
Okay.
Galen found. That way, if they try to put Galen in there, that's the moment where I can strike.
Okay.
So behind maybe some of the big herring barrels.
Okay. I like it. And what about you, Robert?
I was thinking wherever Katrina is, I'll be on the opposing side so that we can come at it from 2 different directions.
I like it.
Okay. I like it.
Is there? Do we know if? I guess we wouldn't know. Never mind. Continue.
Okay. You guys hear the group approaching. You can see a light shine in through the door. Galen with you, Abela, the godmother, she lights a lantern, and she walks ahead. And they drag into the warehouse. Zacharias looks behind all of them and is going to close the door and lock it behind you. And then Pace is going to drag you over to the cage. They walk past you, Robert and Katrina. They don't seem to notice you. It's Abela first. She's going to go stand by the cage, followed by Pace, who is trying to sit Galen down on the chair in the cage. And then Zacharias is last. What are you doing?
All right. When are we pulling this trigger? I think just as I'm settling in the chair,
Yeah.
it's a moment where just me and Pace are face to face and quite close. He's putting me in the chair. And I say,
And as you do that, Abela kind of turns her head. Hey, Pace, where's your damn brother? Yeah, Pete, go?
yeah,
He's gonna just kind of stumble back. And we
All
can go
right.
ahead. We're gonna go into initiative. You guys have full
Yeah.
supplies here, so you can all choose what order you want to go in. We're just gonna do allies versus enemies. I'm gonna choose the order of the enemies. You choose the order of the allies.
Great.
Okay. Does that mean we all we get to go before any of them, or is it one after the other? So we just
No,
go
you
to-
all get to
okay.
go first because they're not ready for it.
Well,
Nice.
yeah.
But Pace is red. Pete, which one do we have?
Pace will
Pace
go,
with us.
Pace will
Pace.
go at the end of you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I reckon all I would do is I think me and Robert should be jumping on Zach.
Zacharias.
just
Mhm.
holding his arms, holding him still.
And then
And
I'll come up
and then you come in for the stab.
Yeah.
right through the heart.
Yeah, if we can make I feel like if Galen and Robert can make ourselves into a really big threat, if he's got these magical powers, he can use it on us, and then Katrina will be open to, stabby
Mm.
stab.
Well, yeah, I'd like to just jump up and try and grapple him. Try and hold him still.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Do you have a selection? You have a fast action. So, Galen, if you want to jump up and try to grab Zacharias, go ahead and roll me a force.
All
Yeah,
right.
Can I grab him too?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Okay. Rolling a force.
Oh my goodness,
Three
you
successes,
guys
baby.
are rolling
You guys
so
just
good.
tear his head off.
I didn't get any successes on mine, but even though you have 3, I'm also going to push. I'm going to use an actual push. I'm going to make myself, I don't know, exhausted in the effort.
Okay.
And I got 3 successes.
Yes!
Baby!
Yes! Let's go!
What
I
is
used
happening?
all of my
You guys
effort.
literally needed a total of 4. So
We got
Oh my
6.
gosh!
We're holding him.
Thank goodness.
Arms
you
pinned.
you guys dive for Zacharias. Abela tries to step in front of you as she reacts. She's pretty quick. The tattoo on her bicep glows with this dark orange color, and she moves in front of you guys kind of unnaturally fast. So one of you can get her out of the way. Who wants to wrestle the grandmother out of the way?
Pace does. Pace wants to do that.
Okay, nice. Yeah, Pace will see you guys going for Zacharias, and he'll just kind of heave forward and shove the mom out of the way. I'm so sorry, mommy.
Yeah.
And then the two of you get by, and you grab Zacharias.
Yes.
And I say,
And he seems so shocked that you are able to cough out one last bit of salt water, Galen, and you can speak again. You feel your lungs clear up.
oh, good. I don't have anything real to say.
All right, Katrina, what are you doing?
I'm going to step in and I'm going to stab this guy.
Okay,
I'm
you're
gonna
using
roll-
the steel rapier.
Yeah,
I need to add that to your inventory, don't I?
please do. I was just going to roll my normal sword, my normal saber.
You can. It works just like a saber, but
Okay.
well, no, it's got one more dice than normal saber. So give yourself a bonus dice.
An additional bonus dice.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. 2 successes, and that does 2 damage.
2 successes, 2 damage. Now you go to stab him. That's going right for his heart. But as you start stabbing forward, it feels like things are moving in slow motion. You pick up that smell. It makes you feel woozy and
Oh,
lightheaded.
we mentioned nose plugs.
We
Didn't
did
do
nose
that?
plugs.
We did nose plugs.
This stuff
baby.
was cotton.
You did do the nose
Yes,
plugs?
yes, first part of the plan is nose plugs.
Roll me an observation and go ahead and add 2 dice for proper
Let's
preparation of nose plugs.
Oh no.
You
Okay,
all
let's see
heard
what
it.
we got. 2 successes.
One per nostril.
1 per nostril. So you don't smell it, but you remember it's intoxicating. And as you stab towards him, his eyes turn towards you in complete shock. They just glow this deep blue. And as you look into his eyes, you feel like you get lost in the waves of the ocean. They're very piercing. He looks almost a little bit sad right before you drive the saber into his chest, the rapier. And he looks shocked. Pace turns away and looks kind of sad. Bela screams, "No! My boy! What have you done to my boy?"
Oh.
And he lets out one gurgle and he coughs up some blood. Just red blood like you would expect from anybody. And those bright blue eyes almost seem to be glowing, fade out as he goes limp.
Oh, she's gonna whisper an "I'm sorry"
And
as
then-
he starts to go.
Excellent. We're gonna cut to Constance. Constance.
Oh no, because the Kraken's gonna wake.
No.
You are sailing back peacefully to Wrecker Isle, and you're in the captain's quarters right now, taking a rest, right?
Yeah, once I've recovered a bit, I am gonna go back out and I'm gonna just grill Frida on just like have her tell me everything again, everything you know. Like what were they doing? I'm just trying to like gather as much as I can because Constance has no idea how much information they have managed to get. And she is very concerned about what she's discovered. So
Okay, excellent. So yeah, you guys are just kind of leaning over the ship talking. You get some kind of funny looks from the crew here and there as they seem to notice your eyes. I don't know if you've looked in a mirror since, but your eyes are a lot more noticeable than they were previously. Your tattoo now is not glowing anymore, but your eyes are bright and like pretty clearly glowing, slightly orange.
Were there any gloves in Frida's room?
Uh-huh.
I'll swipe some of her gloves.
Nice. Some of those like swashbucklery leather gloves.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. As you guys are chatting and you're going over the situation with her, the weather nice and clear. Sun is about to go down. Suddenly, just clouds form overhead. Dark, cloudy storm clouds. Dark and menacing, out of nowhere, appear over the ship. There's a thunder followed by a crash of lightning. I guess the other way around. And the once calm seas as you guys were sailing, there's going to be a big ripple of a wave underneath the boat that's going to bump the boat. Everybody kind of grabs onto the side. Bumpy seas all of a sudden, Captain. She's going to sigh. This is a bit unexpected. Maybe go get in the captain's quarters?
We are in grave danger. Quick, everyone needs to take... I don't know what you do on a ship when things go really badly, but things are about to go very badly. Tie yourselves or whatever.
Constance, it's just a storm.
Trust me. I grab her collar and I'm like shaking her. Trust me. Do not question me on this, please. Our lives are at stake.
Roll a vigilance. No penalties. You can see. Actually, you get 2 additional dice on vigilance at the moment. You can see very clearly.
Okay. I assume this is just sort of like passive. I'm not looking out with my like binoculars and stuff, right?
Yeah. This is just to kind of notice.
Okay. I'm gonna use 2 blessed dice because we got them.
All right.
Oh no. Oh gosh.
100
That's
successes?
0 successes? I have to push myself. We're gonna die.
Yeah.
Is this the check though that saves our lives, or is this like just seeing it for the first time and I'm about to see it again?
It's a really good question.
Oh
There's
gosh.
3 cursed dice too.
There are 3 cursed dice. Okay, I'm gonna spend the 3 cursed dice first. Sorry guys, I'm just stealing all the
Do
dice.
it.
Yes.
Go for it.
Do it.
Okay, there was no successes there. So I'm gonna push it all over again. I'm gonna push it. This time with the extra dice.
I'm so scared.
I am also. I think that's. Am I doing this math right? Yes. Okay.
Should be 11 total.
I think I rolled the correct.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
Successes. Okay,
There we go.
I am. What am I? I guess
Where?
I'm. No, I think I'm hopeless actually, because I think like Constance is like, we have to get out of here, but also with a sense of like, there's no way. Like she saw that whatever it was in the water, it looked big. She doesn't know what she's doing on the ocean, like, so she's sort of trying to do what she can, but doesn't have much hope of getting out of this. What did 4 successes get me, Chase?
4 successes. So you're shaking her collar, and there's another big wave that goes underneath the boat. And as that wave bumps the boat, it rises past the ship. You feel like you can see a glowing fish-like figure in the water. You see, it looks like the figure of a woman with a large fish tail. It looks like this. Swimming in the waves below, just darting past you. It goes right past. As it swims past and you see the glow, you hear a beautiful hummed melody that echoes in the air. I need you to make me a fear test, Constance.
Okay.
You've made friends with this entire crew, and at least 3 of them are keeping it together, plus the captain. So go ahead and treat this as 4 allies nearby.
Okay.
Whoa.
And that was that's logic or empathy, or what
Logic
are
or
the two?
empathy.
Okay.
Mhm.
Use logic here. For cinematically, I'm covering my ears, but I know it's maybe too late. One success.
You want to push it?
I don't know if I can. Oh,
This is
I guess I have one more condition before I'm.
So this is a fear test of 2. So if you push, you're going to take the condition. You're already negating one condition. So if you fail this, you're taking one condition. But if you fail, the additional thing is you have to take one of the fear options, which is you either have to attack the
I
nearest
see.
threat.
So
you have to
either I'm
pass out.
taking, I'm taking another condition either way, or I'm succeeding.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, okay.
Or you're trying to succeed and not have the fear effect as well.
All right, might as well push it then.
Okay, there you
I
go.
got a total of 3. So I am now
Yes.
angry that she, in her panic, she let her fear get to her and she forgot like her basic, the things she already knew, cover your ears, like all of that stuff. So she
Love it.
slaps her hands over her ears angrily.
Yeah. So you clap them over there, and before you get your hands over your ears, you start seeing flashes of visions. It's like you black out for a second. It's like fast forwarded moments in your life, but these memories that you have of past happy memories in your life, you are killing yourself in horrible ways in every one of these visions. It's horrific and terrifying. It shakes you to your core, but you're able to get your ears over your head, and then all of that fades away. You know it wasn't real. But some of the crew is not okay. Frida covered her ears. She was right in front of you, so she mimicked what you did, and she seems to keep it together. Some of the crew are clawing their faces till they bleed, jumping overboard, screaming. And then with your other 2 successes for vigilance, as that passes and you turn around, you can see coming from behind the boat is that island that you saw a while ago, just rapidly approaching your boat.
What?
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. As soon as, so can do I feel like I have to keep my ears covered, or like can I move about the ship
tune
and
now
use my
sounds
hands?
like you can hear the echoing of the tune with your hands over your ears. Sounds like it's faded. You see that figure is long gone.
Okay, I can use my hands freely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I rip Frida's hands off of her ears and I say, whatever you do in emergencies, do it right now. Whoever's listening.
Roll me an inspiration.
Okay. Inspiration.
We got a curse dice if you want it.
I don't really.
For those of you at home, the fear effect was the cursed effect. So congratulations to you people who are cursing.
Yes.
I can't push it. I'll be broken otherwise.
Cursed dice?
Do I
Nah, just fail. Just have a
no,
try.
fail,
I
just
gotta
fail.
just deal with it. So Constance will shout that at Frida, but then like will just go about, like she's gonna just do what she thinks you do, and she's gonna like grab some rope and start like trying to tie herself, to like tie Frida, like just like she doesn't know if Frida's listening or not, but she just starts shouting at Frida and then shouting to the ship like, emergency, quickly, everyone.
Yeah, so you shout that. Frida's looking at you, and she snaps to it. You heard her, everybody. Stations, positions, come on. And she notices you looking back at the island, and then she notices, what in the hell is that? And she's going to go running up to the wheel, and she is going to do the best she can to steer out of the way of it. But people who are supposed to be manning sails and turning the sails are not responding, so she can't quite get out of the way in time. So that big island is going to crash into the bottom of the boat, and it hits with such a force that boat jumps out of the water momentarily. You feel your feet leave the ground as the ship hits back onto the water. I need you to make an agility test to not take a big topple from this.
Do I get any bonuses because I was tying myself to the ship with rope, or is this just to not like fall over?
Yeah, I'll give you 2 dice for the rope.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, Tori, I'm so scared for you.
Oh.
Me too. One success?
Good job. That would have broke you if you would have failed.
Oh my gosh.
Well, wait, I still had physical conditions, right?
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
I
you were going to be
wouldn't have-
broken on physical
No,
conditions.
only
too.
mental. I'm mentally very not
Okay.
good. Physically, I'm
Excellent.
fine.
All right, yeah. So that bump almost sends you flying off the boat. You had the rope tied to there, but you kind of slam into the side of the boat a little bit. And then Frida comes tumbling down on the deck. She stands up and helps pull you back onto the boat. That island just goes cruising right past your boat. It doesn't turn back around. The boat doesn't seem like it's sinking. A bunch of crew fell overboard. Some of them look like they're dead from terror. But everything is operational on the boat otherwise.
We have to get back to the mainland now.
You want us to follow that?
Yes,
What was
we
that?
have to. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. We have to go back.
Does this have to do with your eyes? What are you, Constance?
My eyes don't matter right now. Get me back to the land now.
She looks terrified. She looks at her crew and she just nods and she starts doing things the best she can herself. Some of the crew rallies and starts helping her, but it's a pretty bare bones crew that's left and operational.
How
But
far are we? How far are we from the land?
We should only be about 20 minutes off, but I don't know with this crew, maybe 30, 40?
Okay. Constance is going to try to reach out to the amulet. She has no
You
idea
feel-
how far it can teleport, but she's done it before.
You feel just
That's
pure
funny, man.
joy radiate in your chest as you acknowledge this thing in your palm. It glows orange. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and you can roll me as many dice as you want.
Oh, dice,
No.
100 dice.
Again,
It is the
again.
time. It is the
It-
final
Time
scream.
for 100 dice.
It is time for 100 dice.
I have to think about this. First, though, I reach out and I feel that it's not even an amulet anymore. My tattoo, I guess.
Yeah.
But I feel that it's going to respond. And so I turn to Frida and I say, get there as quickly as you can. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen, but I'm going to stand over here and I might be gone. And I'm sorry for that. I promise I can explain all this later when things are a bit less hectic and dangerous, but just thank you so much. And if I don't see you again, I'm so glad to have met you. And then she's gonna kind of run off, like just as far away from people as she can get, because she doesn't know what exactly is gonna happen here.
Oh, leap off the
Okay.
side of the boat first, and then roll 100 dice midair.
All right.
Gosh.
She looks completely in shock, but she nods and she keeps manning the ship. What are you
Okay.
doing? How many dice and where?
100 dice.
Tori,
You know
if
what?
you roll 100 dice, you might bring this whole ship with you.
Yeah.
You know what? All right, I'm gonna roll 100
100 dice.
dice.
Yes.
Remember to roll it as a skill check with a bonus.
Yeah,
Count up
I'm
the
gonna roll
successes.
100 dice, and here's why. One, that's cool. Tori wants to roll 100 dice. And two, Constance, she's angry, she's frightened, she's hopeless. Mentally, she is near broken as it's gonna get. And so she thinks this is probably, she's punching her ticket out of here. But if she can do anything on her way out, she's going to do everything she can to make it up to her family that she kind of screwed over before this. And so if this is how she has to go out, then that's what she'll do. All right.
Okay. Let's see this result.
I'm on the
I don't
screen.
even know if
Good
Foundry
dice.
can roll 100 d6.
We're
We'll
about to
find
find
out.
out.
Yeah, we will find out. Okay, so I'm rolling. So I've got 6 base dice, so I need 94 bonus dice.
bonus.
All right, everyone, chat ready for this? Here
Watch
we
there
go.
be 0 successes.
All right, out of 96 dice, you got
100 dice.
100
see-
dice.
I see
35
35 successes.
successes.
35
Great.
successes.
5. That is a higher percentage than I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than a quarter. Yeah, that's true.
What
35.
Yeah.
What are you thinking when you do this? You
I
feel just power surge. You feel like you can just warp reality as you step up and you draw on this power. It feels like it starts as a warm tingle in your palm, and it just feels like a burning power through your veins that goes straight up your biceps into the side of your neck and then just through your entire body.
as she feels it like working, she shouts like out to Frida. She says, like I imagine this like as she's kind of like flickering, starting to like flicker in and out, and she shouts, "Tell Robert that he's a very kind person. Tell Katrina, thank you for always looking out for me. And tell Galen I'm sorry. And that I've always wanted a father like him." And she'll let it go, and she's thinking of just protecting them.
Okay.
Whether that's getting back to the mainland to deal with us, whether that's like stopping this kraken or whatever the heck that thing is in the water. Like, she's just kind of letting, her only thought is, I have to protect my family. And she's letting the tattoo do what it's gonna do.
Okay. So as you activate that, you feel a lurch in the ship, and you feel wind start brushing against your face as the ship just picks up a sickeningly fast speed that defies what wind should be able to carry with the ship. Everybody hangs on and looks very nervous. You feel a tickle in your stomach as the speed picks up to something like you've never felt before. Then you can see at the front of the ship almost a barrier of fire forms around it. And the ship's just jetting forward. You can see that island up ahead, and you're catching it. And the ship continues on forward and smacks into that island and then leaps off of it like a ramp. The ship just goes flying airborne. And as you crash into that island, no damage is done to the ship. You hear a loud bellowing grumble, and you can see that island below you looks like it's rolling over. You can see big tentacles flopping out of the water like some kind of giant creature. And then you blink, and suddenly you're not where you were before. You don't see ocean below you. You see Wrecker Isle, and you see the warehouse, and the ship just starts plummeting directly down towards the warehouse. And we're going to wrap up there for the session.
Oh no! We all get crushed by a ship.
How's that for a cliffhanger?
Oh my gosh.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Next week will most definitely be our finale of this series, season to be determined. But thanks for joining us tonight. What a crazy one this was. Before we head out for the night, let's talk about the awesome people that were playing in this session tonight. Bill, we'll start with you. Tell the good people where you can be found.
Yep. Hello, it's me, Bill. Go and check out Escape This Podcast if you want to hear fun, cool people try and solve escape rooms in an audio format. Go and check out Solve This Murder if you want to hear me and my partner solve murder mysteries in an audio format. Go check it all out.
Very fun. Highly recommended. Thanks, Bill. Thanks for joining. Matt, tell us about where you can be found on the internet.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. My name's Matt. You can find me everywhere as Improv and RPG. Thank you very much.
Also fantastic content. Highly recommended. Thank you, Matt. Tori, M, and I are part of Level 1 Geek, as is Katie behind the scenes running the tech tonight. Any announcements we want to talk about, Tori or M?
Not for me.
I have no words.
I'm
No
still
words,
shook
no
by
words.
this session.
Very excited to see where it goes next time. So yeah, that's all I've got as well. No announcements for me. Thank you everybody for joining during the series. It's been so fun. Make sure you tune in next week for the finale. If you're not caught up, we have it on YouTube. This episode will be on YouTube. tell your friends, and if you're visiting on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, tell your friends about it. We'd greatly appreciate it. Diesel Shot, thanks for the raid. So sorry you're missing us. We're heading out right now, but
Oh no.
we appreciate it anyways. Hello, raid. Hype to see you. But I think that's all we have for tonight, guys. So everybody go take a long rest. Be very careful with magical tattoos that embedded themselves into your palms. And we'll catch you guys next week.